name's Peter, I'm an Arsenal fan. I'm joined by Adrian, a Liverpool fan.
Poor. But we go again.
And I'm joined by Oscar, a Chelsea fan.
Heart, spirit, determination. I'm proud of my boys. I'm proud of my boys for this season. That's all I can say, really.
Why is he proud? Let's kick things off at Wembley at the Carabao Cup final, where Man City retained their title at the expense of a penalty shootout with Chelsea. Of course, we're not going to talk about the football, are we?
Why? That's all I want to talk about.
What's there to talk about?
Mate,
There's no football to talk about
It was
here.
a fantastic game of two tactical minds who battled each other and really sort out how to stop the attack. It was fantastic.
6% of the ball was in Chelsea in City's half in the first half. 6%.
Yeah,
It was the
that's the kind of football, you know.
What were your thoughts when the starting lineup had no striker? Where were you?
Do you know what it was? Yeah, I was mad, but not as mad as I've been in previous scenarios where they've done that.
Is that because of how they played, or you mean
just
before?
because I was so adamant, that we got smacked 6-0 by Manchester City, that if Sarri plays the same way and we lose the same way, I was just going to be mad. So the fact that he switched it up made me think, okay, so he's coming with a different tactic, and I didn't want to judge pre-game what that tactic was going to be. I didn't want to be like, oh, he's got it wrong already before the game's even kicked off. So when the game played out, you could sort of see why we didn't play a striker. In the end, because our formation was we were so defensive. We basically didn't even have wingers. Like Pedro and Willian were so penned back in, like you said, in the first half, they didn't even cross into City's half. The only person in City's half was Eden Hazard. So it was like, I kind of understood it. I kind of understood it in the end, because I think we played well. I think we should have won the game, to be honest.
Wow, you think you should have won the game?
Yeah, as in the way it played out, I think we should have won. We had more, not more, but we made some chances.
Kante missed the sitter.
Kante's chance he missed. Pedro's chance where he passes back. The moment where Hazard's through on goal and he's flagged offside. But we had.
You think you're more dangerous?
Yeah, we created. City had all the balls. He had all the possession, but they couldn't create anything because of the way we defended. We defended so well. So, I mean, a lot of Chelsea fans are saying Chelsea were the better team. I won't go that far. They say we were the better team, but. I was proud of the way we performed because we played against a team that is better than us.
Pride was restored. It was weird to see Chelsea in a final where they are looking they are so the underdog. Like it's rare that you get that. Maybe since Bayern Munich, I can't think of a time when Chelsea are in a
I've never seen anything like it.
And they're the underdog to this extent.
I said before the weird.
The Bayern game was depleted squads. This was like best
team. No, there's that. Bayern game was depleted, and approaching that Bayern game, Chelsea had miracles along the way to getting there.
Like, the Valencia game.
We had the Valencia game, the Napoli coming back from 3-1 down, the Barcelona. So you thought, if another miracle happens, then it's like...
destiny.
It's written in the stars that we were going to win that Champions League. Whereas this, it was like, right, Chelsea had been dead for a good 2 months. Since 2019 hit, Chelsea had been dead. So... to think we were going to pull out our performance was that I had no hope. I thought, I was talking to Lucky before the game. We said 2-0 we'll be happy with. We were like, I'll be happy with a 2-0 beat. If we got beat 2-0, I'll clap them.
Interesting.
And trash.
Talk about it in the stars. I mean, Raheem Sterling to score the winning penalty against Chelsea in the Chelsea
I couldn't be mad at it.
For what
if anyone was going to score that penalty, it had to be him.
For what happened at Stamford Bridge early in the season, you think, bloody hell. You thought he already got his revenge when he scored the first goal in the 6-0. That would have been enough.
But it's at Wembley. He's got Wembley tattooed on his arm. I mean, this is home, innit? This is his home. So for him to score that, it was like, all right, cool. But again, during the game, Raheem Sterling couldn't create much because we did all right. We did all right.
He had these moments, I'd say.
What moment? Name it.
When he sent SP to the shop. There was another time.
Don't get me wrong.
There's another time where he sort of dances past Emerson and floats in the ball, and then there's another time he sort of I thought he was dangerous at times.
He had Aspie on toast all night, like all night. Yeah. And I was there, and I was like, whoever has Aspie, he's getting marked. Whether Sane, Mahrez, or him, either way they were gonna do him. But they didn't create nothing. Like they scored 6 goals against us. You gotta understand, they scored 6. And in 120, they couldn't even get
No, I think,
Like,
but
they
do you
couldn't even get
know
one.
what? I think both teams. I think City also put their foot off the gas a bit in a sense that let's not think we can just go here and walk over Chelsea because it's still Chelsea at the end of the day. It's a cup final. You can't take risks like
You can't be pedal to the metal.
they can't be open in midfield or whatever. You know, anything can happen. So. And yeah, so I don't know. I thought that was I thought look, it was a final. It had what it had, but you know, obviously the big story in this final, because there was not really much to talk about until this happened, where you know your goalkeeper refuses to come off. Now, what were your thoughts initially when that happened?
Well, let's play out the whole story in it. Let's play out because I see a lot of people. It's a banter talking point, isn't it? There's their memes, their stories, and all this and that.
So Kepa goes down a few times, right?
Kepa goes down twice.
Twice.
He goes down once.
Yeah.
The physios come on to check in.
Yeah.
He goes down again.
Yeah.
With, 1 minute to go in extra time.
Yeah.
Physios come on again.
Yeah.
Yeah. So obviously, Sarri's thinking he's injured. Your keeper can't go down twice and get physio help.
Yeah.
Anyone, even if it's Hazard goes down twice, physios come on twice. Yeah. You're thinking, let's get this guy off the field.
Yeah.
Like, why would you keep him on? But
and if you've got cramp, you can't be a goalkeeper in the penalty for penalties. If you've got cramp. Like, you can't be in the goal.
I don't know what he had, because he said he didn't have cramp.
Is it?
So what's he saying he had?
My theory was it like
is he just time wasting or what?
Yeah, I would say, was it like the ultimate miscommunication wherein he's like 1:19 on the clock, let's not do nothing stupid, let's waste some seconds on the clock. So he's gone down, so he's thinking, that's twice you've gone down now, you must be injured. Because the way like Kepa was motioning, he was sort of like crossing his arms like no. So it's almost as if like he thought that Sorry thought that he was injured, as a matter of fact he was actually wasting time, and I think that might have been a reason as to why there was such a kerfuffle.
That's interesting.
Because if you think about it, like if your left winger goes down with cramp, call him over, bro, you're right, not too bad. But for your goalkeeper, that you can't necessarily get that message over to you. It'll be a case of Chinese whispers. He would have to like tell the fullback, to tell the winger. So I feel like that's plays.
If that was his plan, it was a stupid plan.
I mean, it's unbelievable that we've somehow tried to justify what Kepa's doing. But guys, this is unbelievable.
Do you know why it's nuts? It's because obviously, he as we're seeing it, he has blatantly refused to come off.
The board's come up.
His story in his statement afterwards, he's basically saying it was a miscommunication. Like I'm fine to play. Sorry, thought I wasn't fine to play. And I'm thinking, so what are the medical staff doing? If that's the case, why have they not sent someone over? Because Sarri lost it.
He lost the plot.
Had every single right.
Absolutely lost it. I thought someone was going to get hit.
You almost walked up.
But man nearly left the field.
He did the situation.
He thought, I can't.
If I walk out of Chelsea Football Club.
That bloke that stood, the security guy who just stood by the door and opened that door, it made him realise, hang on a minute, if I walk now, if I go past this door, that's it.
You know, it reminds me of, the old school Royal Rumble, when imagine will come out, number 27, and then they'll open it. And Justice. Oh my days. The Hardy Boys were Justice once upon a time.
This is unbelievable. Like, it's unreal. Like, the ultimate. Okay, fine. If there is a miscommunication, which I don't even believe in it, I think that's an absolute total rubbish. I don't think at all it's miscommunication. I think that.
What do you think it is then?
Huh?
What do you think it is?
He deeped that he was coming off and thought, screw this, I'm not coming off. I can't come off in the cup final. There's a minute to go. There's penalties to go. I could be a hero. Blah blah blah. There's no chance in hell taking me off. No way. Not in the cup final.
Do you think it was a tactical decision, or do you think it was the injury?
Because of Caballero's record at penalty shootouts, a part of me does believe it might, especially like the way Zabaleta was talking, a part of it may have been tactical, where Sarri may have looked at it and said, we've come to penalties, let me get someone who I know is proven at stopping penalties. He's one.
Knows Man City players.
What made you think it might have been tactical though? It just seemed like, look, he is down.
Caballero has saved 3 penalties in a League Cup final that time. He saved a penalty at the World Cup. He played for Man City, so he knows majority of their players. If you're ever going to sub a keeper, this is the opportunity where it makes sense.
Yeah, no, because I kept hearing this story about, tactical decision. I thought, no, it's simply this. The goalkeeper's gone down twice, and you can't have a goalkeeper who's got cramp in a penalty shootout. Because imagine it goes again in the penalty shootout.
Finish.
What do you do then? Do you know what I'm saying? Because you can't replace the goalie in the penalty shootout. I don't think you can, innit? So Sarri's thinking, bruv, let me have a fit goalkeeper to save these penalties.
For a kick-off, innit?
Simple as that. And like you said, I agree with your point where it's like, okay, so where's the communication with the physio, doctor, whatever? Where is the communication back?
And if you watch the thing back, there's a moment in the discourse. Yeah, Sarri's mad. He's trying to get Kepa off. Kepa's doing his arms and saying no. Then Zola and Sarri come to the referee.
Yeah.
Where this is the moment where the referee decides we're going to play the game.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they come to the referee. They both have words.
Yeah.
It looks calm. Yeah. I don't know what they say. The referee then points to the goal kick and says carry on. Everybody carries on. Then Sarri loses it. So I'm thinking, what did Sarri say to the ref where he had a calm exchange with the ref and then he decided he was angry a second later?
I don't think that's what happened. I think what happened...
I explained exactly what happened.
No, I don't think that's what happened. I think what happened was because the referee can't make the decision to carry on the game or not. Chelsea have to decide is he coming off or not. And I think what John Moss does, I think he asks Sarri, do you want him off or do you want him on? Yeah. And it was a case of I want the guy off. We'll do something about it.
But the referee said play the game. And then Sarri flipped. Sarri, you know the thing where Sarri's throwing is the game is in play at that point.
But if that's the case, then
the game is in
how
play.
much time is the ref to give
it's still a dead ball.
No, it continued. Trust me, I've watched this thing like 4 times, bro. I've watched it there.
Because the only person that can get that person off is Chelsea. Yeah. The only people that can get them off is Chelsea, and the manager's saying get off. And the player's refusing to go. So the referee's caught between a rock and a hard place where it's like, okay, am I continuing this game or not? Do you want him off? Sarri's probably saying, yes, I want him off, but unless Kepa moves, there's nothing you can do about that. Unless you physically... If it was Conte, he would have grabbed him. We would have run onto the pitch and picked him up and to get off the field.
Well, what the hell are the leaders?
Oh, and the players...
What the hell was Aspilicueta?
Forget the leaders. The Chelsea Football Club is a pathetic club, full stop.
Relax.
No, it's pathetic. It's pathetic, full stop. It is a pathetic... It is pathetic. Well, let me say it then. It is a pathetic club because, first of all, how can... With everything that's gone on with Chelsea this season, I mean, I have got a book on why Chelsea are a pathetic club anyway. But then this situation whereby a goalkeeper refuses to come off the field after he's been ordered by his manager, clearly the player power is firmly in place here. The second thing is that maybe David Luiz is the only one that goes up to Kepa and says, what we can assume is, all right, look, dude, this is getting silly. Let's get off the field, boom, boom, boom. But he's the only one that's doing it. His captain is nowhere to be found, and no Chelsea player seems to be backing Sarri. They all seem to be backing Kepa because every single one of them was touching Kepa like after the decision was done. It was more like, they were all sort of patting him on the back kind of thing, and it was a bit like. And then Rudiger seems to have this exchange with Sarri where it's like, okay. Not that God knows what they were talking about. Maybe it's a case of look, not now. We're in a penalty shootout now. Let's do this. Do this behind closed doors. Whatever it may be. The fact of the matter is, nobody defended the manager, which is bizarre.
But who defended Kepa?
The players.
Who?
Clearly,
How?
Rudiger did.
How?
Silence is
the fact that nobody else told Kepa, maybe except David Luiz, nobody else tells Kepa, look, the manager has substituted you. You need to come off the field for the team, for Chelsea. So instead, it was all about Kepa, and he didn't care. He didn't give a monkeys about the team. If it were me, standard. If I'm sorry, he is benched for the rest of the season. He cannot play for Chelsea again this season. He can't.
There's been an irrevocable shift in the paradigm of Chelsea Football Club.
It's disgusting.
I'll be honest with you.
It's disgusting.
Sarri's position is untenable.
No, it's not overreaction.
Your player can't refuse a substitution. How dare you?
How can he refuse to come off the field, bro?
But if you understand, obviously I'm not backing what Kepa did.
You are.
No, I'm not.
You clearly are, because you don't think it's a disgrace what he done.
I said it's an overreaction to say that you're going to bench him for the rest of the
season. Yes, sir. He has to be benched.
He's a keeper cost 72.
Whose fault's that?
Here's why I say sorry. It's a mad position because. Now, if he benches a £72 million goalkeeper, it's a story. If he plays him after he's refused to come off for you, it's a story.
The thing is, the story's not that big. The story won't be that big.
I think my biggest issue with the aftermath of the situation is that Sarri and Chelsea have not reprimanded Kepa. They haven't fined him. They haven't said anything in all of Kepa's statements.
God, Sarri's reply is so
he
awful.
just said it was a misunderstanding.
What?
Which is even if it is a misunderstanding, I don't care.
I was hotter than sorry, and then he turns around and says,
Kepa was waving, telling him to sit down.
It clearly was a misunderstanding, but you still put the board up. You still said, yo, Kepa's coming off, so he should come off. Regardless of what the misunderstanding is, you walk off the field.
Kepa made it about him and not Chelsea Football Club. That's why he should be benched for the rest of the season. He absolutely disobeyed his manager and made it about him.
He
and then he flopped the penalty shootout anyway. And he had a penalty which was god awful. The Aguero penalty should have never gone in the back of the net. It was awful, poor goalkeeping from him on there. And it's the fact that even after the final whistle, my man's winking at the camera. This is not a time to be winking. It's not a time to be doing that. Because what you did was utterly disrespect your manager.
Yeah.
Utterly. It's a disgrace what he did, Oscar. To the point where the FA can even step in and say, do you know what? This is a breach against football. Like, this is a football... No, this is a football problem. It's a football problem. Because imagine... Because what stops another guy doing the same thing now? Because guess what happens? Nothing happens. Right? If Kepa can decide, when the board's gone up, the fourth official has put the board up and says, number 1's coming off, and number, 13 or whatever number he is coming on, and the guy stays in his goal. Dude, we might be here forever. We might not...
Let's not start talking about the issue of time wasting.
I mean,
I don't think time wasting had anything to do with it. I think the issue here is that Kepa needs to be reprimanded. Like, he needs to be fined. He needs to be made an example of by Chelsea Football Club. And Sarri. And the fact that Sarri's come out and made it seem like, oh yeah, we just had a misunderstanding. It's cool. It's not cool.
I hope Sarri just did that for PR.
It's not cool at all.
Because he's been criticised for being honest, right? So I'm just hoping that's just for PR. And he's absolutely... I hope he's benched against Tottenham on Wednesday. I hope he's benched. Because if he's not...
I don't know what that does.
What do you mean, bruv? The guy disrespected the team.
You can't cross the boss.
He disrespected his manager. He disrespected his team, and he thought about himself. He should be benched for the rest of the season. It's very simple.
But like,
it's very simple.
For the rest of the season, like, I can understand benching him against Tottenham. The reason I'm saying no is because Tottenham is a huge game for us.
Stuff that. Because you said earlier, it might be a tactical decision as to why Willy Caballero comes on. And I'm thinking, well,
yeah,
I get it. Okay, he's good at penalty saving. We've seen him only in one penalty shootout where he's been good. Okay, so let's not go on like he is the greatest at penalty saving, right?
And in the last penalty shootout, we had Kepa save 2 penalties.
Exactly, and he saved one in the final as well.
Yeah, and
he did save one yesterday.
He's not bad at penalties. He's just...
No, but the guy he's an absolute... As a professional, not personally, I don't know the guy personally. As a professional, he's an absolute imbecile. He should not be in the Chelsea team again for the rest of the season.
His only saving grace...
Hey, Adrian, what do you reckon?
It's the issue of cramp. That's the only saving grace.
Adrian, if you're Chelsea manager, would you say Kepa's not playing again for the rest of the season?
He needs some time out. Reason why? The inmates cannot run the asylum.
Absolutely.
And it became a thing where if Sarri backs down, that's it. That dressing room, he's lost it forever. Because that's the ultimate disrespect. How can I say come off and you refuse to come off? I've never seen that before.
We saw in front of live television, not one Chelsea player back Sarri. And not one.
That's a scary thing.
They all looked at it like, I don't want to get involved in this.
Or not even back Sarri. Nobody ran over to him to explain it. There was no communication. For me,
nothing.
The only person that would have knew what was going on is David Luiz, because he actually spoke to him. And
I'm telling you, Kepa bricked it, realising, oh snap, he's trying to pull me off. And he might have been time wasting. He might have got real cramp. He might have even been injured in the penalty shootout. For all we know. Because he can't turn around. Imagine he feels another cramp, yeah? Is he going to act like, I can't make this be seen? Who knows why the Aguero penalty wasn't saved? You know what I'm saying? Like, there's so many things in this situation where you just think the guy was utterly selfish. It's a disgusting act. I'm sorry. There's no defending it. What I mean is like, the misunderstanding, garbage, absolute garbage. Yes, from a selfish standpoint, it's a cup final. I'm the number 1 goalkeeper. The last thing I want to do is be pulled off. So I get that point. But when the board went up, because even if he won the FA, even if they won the cup final, right, we're still talking about this story.
I can't lie about it, but he becomes a hero.
Does he?
No, he doesn't.
Does he?
No,
if he saves 3 penalties in the shootout, after all the guy, he becomes a hero. Does he not?
It will be a salty taste. In Chelsea, the point he would be a hero.
Sarri would be. I mean,
don't get me wrong. There's still questions about Sarri. Like, he's still a mark.
Still before this game.
Kepa in himself. Before this
game, Sarri was on his last legs. Really, innit? People were saying that if we lose this and we lose at Tottenham, he's gone.
I can't. Do you
know what this is like? I'm giving an analogy. Imagine like you're with the missus, you're outside, at a concert or something.
Yeah.
Somebody's pushed in, yeah. Your missus is like, yo, babe, allow it, just leave it. You're like, no. Yeah. Big man, who do you think you are? You're giving it all of that. The guy says, yo, bro, allow it. Like, not tonight. I'm not the one. You're giving it all of that. And then man lays you out.
Yeah.
Man stamping you out. You're trying to grab man's ankle. Your feet are curled up in a fetal position. your relationship with your girl will never be the same again. No, it's finished. You can't argue with her. You can't bad her up no more because that incident. Anything you say to her pales in comparison to that incident, and you've lost the respect. Similar enough for me. Yeah, last night, Surrey lost the respect of his players.
He
and
did.
You can't tell me like, boys, go in a circle and do a rondo, pass the ball about. When Kepa refused to come off, are you mad? You can't tell Hazard track back.
No.
Listen, the inmates have run the asylum now.
But they've run that club for years. Chelsea, those guys have run that club for years.
That's why Rafa couldn't get a foot in the door.
Rafa did brilliantly at Chelsea. By the way,
Terry was giving team talks.
Oh my! And Terry was part of the punditry saying, "Oh no, you can't do that to your manager." Yeah, I'm looking at this guy like,
Terry was never doing that.
Oh come on!
Terry was never doing that.
Come on! As soon as Mourinho left the first time, Terry was not happy with any manager that came.
Did Terry ever do that?
They all did.
Did Terry ever?
They always mention that the leaders, whenever they spoke about the players at Chelsea, were turning against Avram Grant, Scolari, the lot of them.
I mean, that didn't know that.
After Mourinho, so
but when have you ever seen John Terry take a penalty?
Huh?
When have you ever seen John Terry take a penalty?
He's taken penalties for England. He's taken penalties for Champions League final when we lost.
Exactly. Yeah. I've never seen the man take a penalty. Lo and behold, he's 5th penalty taker. What are the odds? What are the odds?
Come on. That game, Drogba got.
Let's be honest. When Avram Grant was the interim manager, he wasn't the manager. Let's just keep it a buck.
I don't understand that's garbage.
And Benitez even said it. He said the fact that they call me an interim manager.
Yeah, but that's to do with the board. That's not to do with the players. I think the managers that can complain about the player power at the club are AVB, and then Mourinho and Conte. Those two. I think.
Not Scolari? Are you forgetting Scolari? Have you forgotten that season? My guy didn't even make it. How early was Scolari sacked?
I don't know.
And Chelsea were playing some nice football.
I didn't see Basingo play good until October that year.
All the players, when they took back on that Scolari time, it's always mostly fond things because this guy had just come and won the World Cup and was telling them how to kick ball, and we was moving nice.
Just won the World Cup.
No, he's a World Cup winner.
It's about 6 years.
A long time before.
But there's no World Cup winner that's ever managed Chelsea before. So it was huge. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Who name players who have managed under a World Cup winning manager? It's not every day. So they were listening to Scolari. It's not like I think AVB that definitely happened because AVB dropped Lampard and them, man, and it was like, why are you dropping the big guns to play around Morales? It didn't really make sense. But
I'm sorry. So if you're the Chelsea manager, you're a fan anyway. So your interest is of Chelsea. You would not drop Kepa for the rest of the season.
I think I would not want to, but I would make that decision, and I think I would because my thing is he needs to be fined. Yeah. Big fine. I'm talking 3-4 weeks' wages. Yeah,
he needs to be scapegoated. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, he needs to be made an example.
Has to be. Do you know what? Can I go this far?
Punishment needs to be harsh.
You can't. My thing is, I don't want to drop him against Tottenham, but you can't find someone and make an example of them without doing it. So I think I would reluctantly make that move if I was.
Do you know what? I'll go as far as this. I'm spitting about this. I'd ban him. I'd actually ban him. I think I'd actually legally ban the guy because.
Well, as in what FA?
Yeah. I'd standardly ban the. Yeah, if I'm in the FA, because I can't.
Can we take any action on that?
Yeah, what he did was literally say, "I'm not going."
No, I'm saying, but like in that.
I think they can. Yeah, I think because they get involved in like if an elbow happens off the pitch,
that's
kind of
conduct.
Sorry, this isn't conduct.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? This is blatant. Like you've put the thing is the rules are messy. The rule helps him out because it's like. He can't be forced to walk out. If the ball goes up, it means he has to leave until the game doesn't start until he does, which is what backs him a little bit. But
no one should be more angry than Sarri because he got it right yesterday. He got it right and it flopped it.
Yeah. What are we talking about?
Yeah.
Kepa.
Exactly.
Kepa.
But it's been made all about him. He's a pathetic excuse of a professional. I'm so sorry. And for 74 million, that cost you too much. That's just too much for a guy of that amount.
It's because Kepa was before this moment. Kepa was largely personalityless. He was
people weren't.
So I'm not so quick to jump on. You're a scumbag.
Professionally, no. You can say it. He didn't make a mistake. As far as he did not make a mistake. He knew exactly what he was doing, and he was adamant about it. He did it in front of whatever. But he was pissed at Sarri about it. To the point, it's like, no, you sit down. No, everyone stop it. No. And it was constant. We're talking about 5 minutes worth. Sarri's losing the plot where he's throwing bottles. He's almost walking down the tunnel. And Kepa's staying in his goal. He's not giving a damn.
Because you don't fear him.
And for him to do that and then go on sick against Aguero and not save the penalty, it was just like...
But you know what? Again, here's another twist in it, though. Do you know what? For Sarri to come out so humbly like that, yeah, it does make me think Kepa was just trying to play the game, right? Yeah. Where it's like, look, I've got a cramp, let's just weigh this thing out. And when Sarri hears it, he might think, okay, he was thinking about the team. And then maybe sort of thinks, do you know what?
No, Sarri has to stand firm. He has to make a stance. He has to either.
But what if he hears that though? If you're Sarri though, what if you're Sarri and you hear from Kepa? Do you know what? No, boss, I was trying to get us through. I was trying. That all I was doing. It's like, you know, it's a common.
I've told you to come off. I've told you to come
no,
off.
I've told you to come off. I've told you to come off on the basis you thought I was injured.
Yeah.
But now I'm explaining to you that no, I wasn't injured.
But why is the communication so poor? Why could he not?
He can't communicate that.
What is the communicate? No, why are either the physio who checked him or him running over to Sarri and saying, I'm fine to play, let me play, and coming back on. I don't understand why you're shouting from 40 yards.
The thing is, the fact that...
I know Wembley's big in that, but
yeah,
what are you doing?
The fact that the physio doesn't say make the change shows that this guy actually wasn't injured. Therefore, Sarri might have just said, look, I can't gamble on this. I've got to get him off.
You do what Sarri says and you get off the field. So, yeah, I mean, we could go around in circles for ages. Kepa needs to be reprimanded, and the fact that Chelsea haven't done it...
And that's it. I don't want to see him in the squad in the starting 11 for the rest of the season.
I'll keep it a buck. Shaka Hislop wouldn't do that to Alan Pardew.
No, not
no
a chance.
way.
No
way.
Cat in hell's chance.
Okay, if
I'll be shocked if he plays against Tottenham. I'll be shocked.
I think he will.
Oh my God.
I think, judging by the way Sarri reacted at the end of the game, and Chelsea haven't said anything, Kepa released 2 statements and didn't apologise in either one.
Can you imagine? No. And the fact that Sarri says, and what makes it worse, Sarri says he was right. This is the thing I can't.
Yeah, no,
Chelsea's hilarious.
They've made Sarri look.
This club is hilarious. I mean, when I say this club, I'm not saying it in like such a way.
No,
but
you are. Say it how you say it.
No,
No,
because you look at the stories that are painted on Chelsea Football Club in the last 10 years. It's comedy. It's laughable. Some of it is actually sick, and some of it is just a bit like, this is a joke, right? This yesterday was just, it was, because even Oscar sat there. In fairness, Oscar sat there and in disbelief, like he couldn't believe what he was seeing. And it was only until I deeped it, you know, like on 5 Live and all these, like when people started calling in, I started to deep. Yo, this is big. Because people were like, I have never seen anything like this. And you know when that's an exaggeration statement?
Everyone was saying that. It was only once I started scrolling through Twitter and I was like, right, he actually refused to come off.
But you know, no, the thing is, for me it was more like, right, this has never happened before. That was more my thing. My thing was like...
Do you know, I started thinking of that time when Torres got subbed and Gerrard just looked at Rafa Benitez like, what are you doing? Or that time when...
Gerrard?
Against Birmingham City.
So Torres gets subbed off.
I remember.
And Gerrard's looking at Rafa like, "Are you alright?"
Yeah.
And then another time it happened was when Arsenal played Man United.
Chamberlain
comes off, and Van Persie looks at Wenger like, "What?"
No, Van
Persie
literally was like, he probably done like a pirouette. He was in disbelief.
Put his arms in the air like, "What?"
He was like, "What are you doing?" He's like, because Chamberlain was the best player in that game. No, it wasn't debut, but it was his first season. It was his first season.
I'd never seen this kid,
and he was brilliant.
He was burning United,
he was brilliant.
And then Wenger takes him off, and I was like, that's the closest thing I can think of to this. There's never been, apart from there was one time it happened with Messi. But even Messi's, it didn't get to this level.
When he looks at Enrique?
Enrique was making a sub.
I remember that.
He looked at Messi. Messi said, "No, not me."
This man benched Messi. You forgetting? This guy, I remember there was a time when Messi was on the bench because he was just disrespectful.
He signed his own death warrant.
Yeah.
But
he won the treble.
You don't touch the boss.
He won the treble though.
Do you know what? Yeah. Do you know what I'm deep in now? Kepa's not even that good.
He's not even that guy. He's not that guy.
He's never worked for football.
He's not that good.
I'm telling you, he's not even that guy. Roman Abramovich needs to come here and grab this club again by the neck and just say, "Look."
He gives a damn.
He does. He just can't get in the country.
Yeah.
No, Roman cares about Chelsea more than any owner.
The country's violated him.
He cares.
He don't care about England. He cares about Chelsea.
But that's again, Israeli citizenship. After all the money he's pumped into this economy,
Israel,
after all the jobs he's created, and this country couldn't back him.
That's true.
You don't give a damn. That's
true. When you look at that, that's
what he's done. What he's done
in the country. What he was trying to do by building a new stadium in this country.
You see that new stadium?
Forget about that.
No, he's done a lot in football here.
Absolutely. So yeah, man. Instead of us talking about a fantastic game,
Was it a fantastic game?
As in, played by Chelsea.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
fantastic.
As in, as a Chelsea fan, you would say, yeah, that was
Kante
brilliant.
Jorginho was brilliant. Emerson was sick. We didn't start Alonso. Oh my goodness. We didn't start Alonso. Hazard was incredible. Yeah, we should have won the game, and it's frustrating that we're all talking about Kepa. That was the one thing I tweeted.
He made it about himself.
Why are we talking about Kepa? I don't want to talk about him.
Because he made it about himself, and we unfortunately.
But yeah, now he's on watch. Anything bad he does, any wink, any nudge, anything, he's on watch.
No, now it's over. But my guy winked at the 90th or the 120th minute.
He had, before this moment, Kepa had no personality. We didn't know anything about this guy.
Yeah.
Even me, who watches Chelsea every single week, there was nothing about him that we knew. Now he has this on his back. Everything bad he does will be magnified. Last week when we conceded against United, goal was partially his fault. If he concedes a goal, that's partially his fault against Tottenham. Mate, they're going to slaughter him.
Yeah, because it's fresh.
They're going to absolutely slaughter him.
From Sunday.
No, from now on for the rest of the season. That's what Kepa's going to get.
No.
It's his own fault.
No, like every story, the dust will settle. The dust will just settle.
No, that's true. Carragher spat at a girl.
Yeah.
I saw him on Twitter yesterday dancing with Michael Antonio.
Yeah.
No, it's true. It comes out of the cycle.
I think it becomes a narrative though.
No, not for long. Not for long.
It does. It's like when a player dives, and now every time they get fouled, it's like, is it a dive?
No, but it's not. Like I said,
I think it's going to become.
There's times when the heat is on, and then the heat dies, bruv. It's like Zaha was one of those, like, or in terms of the diving thing. You don't talk about it now. Like, you don't really even talk about it, and he still moans about getting fouled.
Still, he moans about it all the time. So
he moans, but everyone's bored. Everyone's moved on to the next story now.
Exactly. We'll see how it goes. But no one's going to rate Kepa for a long time.
Listen, if he has a blunder at Spurs, then I'm sure he will get dropped.
He's been having blunders all season, so he will have one that I'm saying that wasn't magnified
How
before.
old is the kid?
That will be magnified now. I think he's 24.
He's a young goalie. 74 million.
Jesus.
It's annoying because I really like him.
Jeez. Yeah, well, there you go, innit? There you go.
Big up City for winning the cup, innit?
Yeah, City marching on.
They got lucky, man.
Pep wants to conquer England.
That's 1 out of 4. Yep. So let's see what they can do next. I'll tell you what though, they will help to Old Trafford because Manchester United. I don't know who held who to a draw. I think maybe it was just an even draw, but Liverpool. Surely you must have been disappointed at the result. I mean, look, it's a great result to get a draw at Old Trafford. Make no mistake about that. That's a great result under any circumstances. But
I would say any.
No, but if you're fighting, it's just if you're fighting for the title, you think
because you go there and you win that game. You go there and you win that game.
Do you know why?
Before the game, Liverpool know what they're up against, as you always like to mention last year. We know the beast we're up against, which is Manchester City. So at a current time where you're better than Man United, you go there and you win that game. Fair enough, it will be tough. Yeah, it will be really, really difficult. But the way the game panned out, the injuries that Manchester United got, they couldn't make a sub in the second half. You kill that game off. You kill that. Their starting 11 was gone.
I know. You're right. You're right in that aspect. But at the same time, in the grand scheme of things, right? They got a point at Old Trafford.
The grand scheme of things is
they beat United. They beat United at Anfield, right? So they got 4 points off Man United, right? And Liverpool haven't got, they're going to go to easier grounds, right? And they'll collect their 3 points here and there, left, right, and centre. So I don't know. For me, it was more important they didn't lose. That was more my thing for them.
Yeah. But I think that's out of the window once Man United have 2 of their players taken off. At no point.
But then they lost Firmino.
Once
Liverpool lost Firmino at the same time. Do you know what I'm saying?
They then had the opportunity to bring on.
There were moments where I think Shaqiri Shaqiri did like a cynical foul at one point, and that's when you knew, Liverpool are just trying not to lose this game.
They brought man on.
I've never seen him run that fast defensively. I was impressed.
That's when you knew there was.
I swear Hendo came off.
There was one rule here: do not get beat. And the thing is, like, before the game, if you said to me, "Would you take a draw?" Yes, you'd have bitten the hand.
Would you take a draw?
Considering their record at Old Trafford as well.
Before the game, I predicted a draw, but I think when I sat down and I deeped it, I was like, right. For me, I feel like this was Liverpool's chance, and I feel like we've missed several of these chances. I feel like Man City away was one of these. I feel like Leicester at home was one of these, wherein we've missed a chance to sort of put our stamp on this Premier League trophy and announce ourselves to the world and say, here we are, we're serious, we're big boys in this thing. Because I feel like Man United's. Because when I look back at our previous title runs, what's the one distinguishable moment from there?
You beat United at Old Trafford.
Beat United at Old Trafford. We beat a 4-1. We beat a 4-1 in 09.
Yeah.
We beat a 3-0 in 2014.
Yeah.
And I feel like...
Now, you know went to Old Trafford and
Just like
3-0.
guys, yeah.
3-0.
I remember that Suarez one. That
Suarez
Suarez one was like Gerrard is just freely having shots with banging them into the back.
That's what I said. Village can't play at this level no more.
Nah.
but anyway, I feel like United. This was a depleted Man United. Man United weren't at their best, and this was a Man United who. And I feel like the way Man United approached this game, they sort of looks at Liverpool and said, "We've got no bombers. We've got no creative spark in midfield. If we sit back and play like a deep defensive block, Liverpool haven't got anything about them to punish us because ultimately they nullified our front three.
Yeah.
And for me, because of that, we needed something from midfield. We needed either Henderson or Wijnaldum, because Fabinho's our defensive player. So we needed either Henderson or Wijnaldum to break through, to make something happen. But they wasn't at the sufficient quality. And before the game, I said I thought Klopp picked the right lineup because I wanted to see Milner I wanted to see Milner start.
Yeah.
Then I felt like we needed a very tough physical midfield to combat Man United because they had people like Herrera in the lineup, Pogba, so we needed that physicality. But looking back at it, but then again, even KR, I don't think KR would have made that much of a difference if I'm honest. I think the game would have passed him by 2, and I think games like this, I wish Fekir's medical didn't fail. That's what I can say.
And I wish Remy was here to defend this situation, but you had the Champions League midweek, and this was what my argument has always been, and this was why, because they had a tough game against Bayern Munich. Let's make no mistake here. This game was that Bayern Munich game was professional football at its highest.
It was a fantastic
they were
game.
playing football at the highest level. Both teams. Tactically, you know what I'm saying? They cancelled each other out. Everything was just like noughts and crosses kind of thing. 1 shots on target each, and there was like 9 shots in total for both sides. This was a game that was played at an intensity where you had to play your best to get a 0-0 draw against Bayern Munich, and Bayern Munich had to play their best to get a 0-0 draw at Anfield, right? Then to go to Old Trafford after that, dude, man, that's not easy. That is not easy in the slightest.
Do you know what it is?
Do you know what I'm saying?
But bro, winning this league isn't easy.
And that's why I say can everything else you're in, because you can then put your eggs into this basket. And I said this.
I'll be honest. For me, the reason why we didn't beat United, I'm not going to attribute it down to tiredness or fatigue. It was a lack of creative spark.
No, but you're right.
Henderson could have been in Marbella 3 months before the United game.
You're right.
He's not making it happen.
It seemed to me that it was one game too many for Liverpool. It just seemed like the last game they need is to go to Old Trafford after that test. Do you know what I'm saying?
I disagree because in 09, I'll give you an example. We scored 4 against Real Madrid. Same week we scored 4 against United.
But that Madrid side wasn't what Bayern is now. And that Liverpool side, you can probably argue probably had better quality. You know what I'm saying?
Which is my point.
That's his point.
But the quality of Liverpool isn't as strong as it's been in the past. And the fact that
I feel like it's more of a quality.
They haven't got the squad either that Man City did, because at one point we were watching in the final and Sané comes off the bench and Oscar's like, for God's sake, and it's like, that's exactly the point. It's like, City could go to Schalke and play whoever they wanted and get 3 away goals in Schalke.
They had a cup final and Mahrez didn't feature. Now,
you know what I'm saying?
Mahrez would feature for any of our clubs.
Yeah, absolutely, he would. He absolutely would, yeah. And that's what I'm saying. It's not Liverpool's fault here. This is what I've always tried to say. I'm always like, look, Liverpool are playing up against a very big test, and that is Manchester City. And so
we failed our test.
It's not over yet.
A levels are hard.
It's not over
but
yet.
You either pass it or you failed it. We failed it.
It's not over yet. It's not over yet. And the thing is, look, I always think that City were going to win the league, but it's not because Liverpool are not good enough or the Liverpool are crap or whatever it is. It's just that City, like Mourinho said, look, bruv, like Mourinho explained this last year to everybody. Like, look at how good United were last year in the league, and it was 19 points or 18 points adrift, right? And then City went and bought players. And it's just like, guys, come on, man, this isn't funny anymore.
They didn't even get everyone that they wanted.
No, that's what makes it worse. One of them's at Stamford Bridge, who's probably wishing he's at the Etihad. But it is what it is. But no, I don't think it's a bad result for Liverpool at all. I think yes, the league might have been lost there, maybe. But at the end of the, you're top of the league, though, aren't you?
Yeah.
With all the games played, if you freeze the league now, they are champions. So it's not a bad result. I don't think so.
And I do feel
You've got to beat Spurs at home. I would say.
Oh, yeah.
You know, the home. Who else you got? You got them.
Chelsea.
You got Chelsea. Where?
I don't know what Chelsea. Yeah, I don't know what Chelsea I'm going to get.
No, you get 6 points there, and that's where Liverpool will be strong.
God willing.
No, you get 6 points out of those two.
I don't know, man. Sorry, man. Pull out the false 9 again. You never know.
Yeah.
I'm joking.
No, I know what you mean, but
Yeah.
that Liverpool midfield though, it needs a lot of. It needs quality in there. Like it's got numbers, it's got members.
What did you guys?
It's good for what it does. Like for me, I'll give you an example. I think if this game was at Anfield, I think it would have been a lot better. Because I feel like what our team, what we rely on is outrunning. In essence, the Liverpool midfield runs, and we outrun our opposition. And there's games where there's space, I feel like our team is better suited to that sort of game, a more open game. And that's what you see, for me personally, that's why I feel like Henderson at Anfield, in a big game, I haven't got a problem with him. Because that's the type of game where he's going to have to run, he's going to have to kick ankles, he's going to have high energy, almost like the underdog. Away from home now, we need a bit more guile, a bit more quality, a bit more je ne sais quoi. And as much as I like Ronaldo, as much as I like Fabinho, even Henderson, as much as I cuss him, I've got a fun place for him in my heart because
he gives it 100.
He gives it 110 every time he steps onto the field, but they haven't got a sufficient quality. They're not locksmiths. They're not going to open any defence.
No, that's true.
What do you lot think of United? Because I think they could be very proud of how their team performed.
Incredible.
There's a lot of good big performances. Pogba was really good. Luke Shaw pretty much silenced Mo Salah throughout.
You see Salah, and I said it for what I feel like with Salah, he's very easy to mark out of a game, and you don't necessarily have to be a good defender. You just have to be physical. Because I saw at the Emirates, Kolasinac did it to him, and I've seen Luke Shaw do it to him as well. Wherein, if you can sort of match him for pace. And you stop his because Salah is not even a winger. He's I call him an inside forward. So if you can match him for pace and stop him from sort of getting inside you and having a sniff at goal,
do you know it was a bit odd, that when Firmino came off, Salah didn't move into the middle.
I thought that was weird.
That's a bit like,
but again, Sturridge has no pace.
No, but like as in maybe stick
why is he
Shaqiri
on the
out
wing
there.
if he's got no pace?
Like maybe stick Shaqiri out there. Do you know what I mean? Like, as in move Salah to the centre of
Because Salah's played centre forward a lot of times this season.
Yeah.
And it was,
my point is he's our best centre forward, if I'm honest.
I agree.
Yeah,
he's a marksman.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I just think I've seen that happen. Like Salah's an incredible player, but you can see it happening before it happens. I think when you're watching when the first 20 minutes of that game, I think you can kind of see Salah's not getting a sniff today. And I think if he had reacted, Klopp, and maybe moved I think that's why Klopp took him off eventually, because it's like, bro, we've got 15 minutes left, we need a goal, but it's not coming from Salah. I mean, so you're coming off.
When he's taking off Salah, then you need. But
you can see it before it happens, and I think I was shocked that he didn't change it.
For Origi?
Yeah, I know.
That's what I said. You know what? Like, as much as we've improved and as much as we are a good team now, we do. Like, there is room for improvement.
It's true.
Yeah, I hate to say it, but United done well.
With United, I think, maybe they took some lessons from the PSG game where it was like, okay, look, we're up against a better side than us, and we're going to make sure we don't try and go toe-to-toe as such. Or, just be a bit more... I mean, the injuries would have... The injuries would have shaped them to go a bit more defensive. Yeah, they would have, but as in, I still think at the same time...
Still credit to Oli for actually, knowing... What he had at his disposal. And
no, but when I say they were forced, I think generally, if United had their full-strength team, they would have won that game.
They should have. They should have won it.
But my rebuttal would have been, if United had their full-strength team, it would have been a much more open.
They would have been more open,
and that would have suited us.
Absolutely, yeah. Okay. What you didn't like, what Liverpool can't have is a team that just sits back.
Because they don't carry passengers, man. They're flipping Lukaku and Sanchez do nothing for their team. Like, they actually carry those passengers with them. And then they have flipping Scott McTominay in the middle.
Oh, he played very well.
Good game, but let's be honest. In this time in 2 years, it's going to be either Aston Villa or Norwich.
He's just
absolutely
a bad player.
Absolutely.
What Fred has to do to get a start isn't.
No, but this makes me wonder how bad is Fred?
If two managers have been a bit like, you have to say, do you know what? Can they both be wrong, or
yes, they can,
or
they can both be wrong.
I think just kept United to do evangelism, every time he's tweeting or Instagramming, God is good.
He's just
Is he?
Yeah, and he's always tweeting like "God bless" or something.
Oh, he's like a believer.
And he never played. But he never played.
God
It's
be
mad.
with us.
That's like
That's like
before,
trial.
before the Chelsea game.
Yeah.
Marcus Alonso put a picture on Instagram of his kit and his boots. Yeah?
Okay.
And he was like, "Oh, game time! Can't wait." The man wasn't even in the squad.
Big up
In
Marcus
the
Alonso.
squad, man did not make the squad.
Because more time, when I see like Ozil put it up, you know he's in the squad. You know he's starting. If he's like pumped, ready for the game.
You see shin pads, boots.
Bro, man didn't make the 18.
He didn't make the 18.
Well, yesterday.
Yeah, he didn't. He was in the squad.
Thank goodness, because he's a terrible defender.
Yeah, he's bad.
Interesting.
Makes me sick.
He's bad.
Should we move over to the Emirates? Oh no, I want to go to Claude Puel and Leicester City because I'm very irate about this situation as well.
You're irate that they sacked him
pissed
after losing 4-1 at home to Palace.
Yeah, because at Leicester City, it's not that bad. For a start,
I don't think it's that
for a
bad. You
kickoff,
see where they are,
we'll go for a kickoff. No, don't get me wrong. Where the position is now doesn't look nice, but
Is it?
it's not. That,
Is it? I don't even know.
no, it's not that bad, right? And when you consider the sort of team that Leicester City got, yes, they should be doing better than where their position currently is. But at one point, I think 4 weeks ago, they were 7th. Yeah, they were above Wolves, they were above Everton. Those teams that you said should be in and around sniffing for the Europa League.
Okay, so they're 12th.
They're 12th at the minute. But 3 wins in a row, and they'll be like 9th,
They're
right?
4 points behind 9th.
If my auntie had wheels, she would be a wheelbarrow.
It's because they've lost 4 at home in a row. The fans don't like Puyol. Even the media don't seem to like him because he's not Mourinho. He's not.
I remember Gillette Soccer Saturday. They were going at him because he's boring.
Yeah, and it's just like this is so unfair.
It's a harsh criticism.
That's so unfair.
It's not even harsh. It's invalid.
He's a good manager.
It doesn't.
He's a good manager.
You can't use it.
In Holloway had telecharisma and got relegated.
Yeah,
What does that mean?
No, he's
you
a
can't
good.
use it as a
UEFA. Tell you something.
He's a good manager. What he did with Southampton. I mean, when he got sacked at Southampton, I said this is unbelievable because he got them into a cup final.
Southampton was egregious, and now they're reaping what they sowed.
And they finished 8th. Now they're lurking with. Mark Hughes is what they went for. No, was it Pellegrini then Mark Hughes? I mean,
Mauricio Pellegrino.
Pellegrino. And then Mark Hughes. Now I'm hearing Leicester are touting Brendan Rodgers. And Neil Lennon. Neil Lennon, interim manager. For real.
I used to play for them in like 01.
I don't give up. I couldn't give up.
I mean,
come on, bro. Think about it.
Don't get me wrong.
I've sacked Claude Puel.
I would have kept Claude, didn't
But all day long.
But Neil Lennon, I can see why that is a match.
Might as well get Robbie Savage.
I can see what.
Do you know?
Lennon was a better player than Savage. I mean, apples and oranges.
Exactly.
Swings and roundabouts.
No, actually, Lennon won the SPL, bro. Don't do that.
Yeah, he was with Celtic. So has Brendan Rodgers.
Big Champions League football.
What was that other Celtic manager that was just awful in Europe? Is it Ryder? What was his name? The one that was before Brendan.
Ryder's a Norwegian guy.
The one just before Brendan. I've got his name's gone. But even he won the league, and it was my point, right?
Football was garbage, bro.
Yeah, it's garbage.
It's had one team for like the past 6 years. But when the Rangers get relegated,
like 29,
Bro,
2010, sorry, 29,
20,
10
or 11. 10th league title in a row.
10?
Yeah.
I mean, he's gone unbeaten. He's an invincible in Scotland.
That might not be true, but I heard someone talking about it.
No, you're probably right. You're thereabouts. He's like on 8 or something, right? But anyway, I don't get it at Leicester. Don't get me wrong, right? Like, the thing that Claude Puel could not get right at Leicester City, because whenever Leicester lost games, what he couldn't get right was the defence, yeah? They were shipping in goals like it's nothing. Who conceives 4 goals against Palace?
Well, when you've got Wes Morgan at the heart of it.
Against a Wilfred Zaha who had like 5 in the season. He got 2 there. Batshuayi scored over there as well. I mean,
Batshuayi scored a knee. Knee for the
it's bad. If Batshuayi and Zaha's getting a brace, it's bad.
Sorry. Can I just pause this? Just how many league titles have Manchester United won?
13.
20.
Oh, sorry.
20, yeah.
20, and they're the most decorated team in English football.
Yeah. Between them and Liverpool. I think Liverpool's most decorated.
They're most decorated. They've won the most leagues. They've won the most leagues.
Yeah, but Liverpool have won 18 leagues and got 5 Champions Leagues.
Alright, but still. You know what I mean? They've won the most leagues, innit?
Alright, fine. Go on.
Celtic have won 49 Scottish leagues.
Bro, I was playing Football Manager one time. Yeah? I swear down, it's just a sea of green and white and blue. I scroll down past winners. It's like I think I had to go down to like 1973. I got Aberdeen. I'm not even exaggerating.
Wait, did Hearts win it? I said Hearts won it recently.
Not recently.
Recently?
No.
Was there one year Hearts came second and they were close?
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
But they never won it.
Yeah, that's when Rangers were in like Division 4.
Or when they had like David Templeton, them man there, and Andrew Driver.
Like I couldn't tell you the last. It's probably when Fergie was at Aberdeen. That's probably the last time there was a new winner. But yeah, no. Leicester City again. Leicester, you get on my nerves, man. Because when you sacked Ranieri, I was pissed off about that. But now, Claude Puel, it's just like. Do you know what I'm saying? And he had nothing bad to say when his statement of leaving the club. He was talking about the owner that had died, and it was just like. It was so sad.
And you look at everything that Leicester have been through.
Yeah.
Whilst he was there.
Why would you do this? Like, yeah, exactly. No, for real. That's a good point.
He brought in... Oh, no. Okay, never mind.
And the thing is, it's like he signed, was it Yuri Telemans, who's sick, by the way. I don't know if you've seen him. He is good. Yeah. That guy is good. Yes, they've spent a lot of money this summer, right? And they should be doing better. I agree. But no, he doesn't deserve to be sacked.
When you're a club like Leicester...
Yeah.
What's your ambition?
You got to fight for the Europe.
I think the league is a grandeur though, and I do think that because they've won the league in recent memory.
Do you think the owners don't really understand that it was a massive fluke?
I mean, I'm sure they understand it to a degree, but to another degree is if I won the league 1 year, I can't be finishing 13th 3 years later.
No, but the thing is, their squad is better. It is a nice, talented squad, and it should be fighting for Europe. That's what I think. I think it definitely should be. And at one point, they were 7th, comfortably 7th as well in the league. They were there.
They've lost four
when they're beating Man City, they're beating Chelsea. They were unlucky against Tottenham.
Unlucky against Liverpool.
But it goes back to that thing where every team, like if you're every fan of a team, for some reason thinks their club has a right to win stuff. Like you have no right to go and win. Again, you have no right to be. You know what I mean? There's no divine right in you. The fact is, you have to put performances in.
You do.
So
again, a part of me thinks they down tools those kids. Some of those guys, like the seniors. Yeah, I think they do. I think if you don't like the manager, you don't play as good. I don't think
it's a thing. I just don't think they're good.
No, blood. They are good players. They are good players.
I'll be honest. For me, the Leicester thing is as simple as this. I think they've been mismanaged, and I think with Claude Puel, as much as he's boring, like personality aside, his playing style is extremely boring, and that's what sort of the Southampton higher ups and hierarchy didn't like. And it's almost like he's got a phenomenally talented squad. He's got the likes of Ndidi, for me, Vardy.
Yeah.
You know, ball over the top. You know, he's gonna smash it. And remember a couple of weeks ago we were talking about how sort of Puel was like, well, Vardy, I'm not really a fan of your game. I'd rather you hold up the ball a bit better. I'd rather you link the play a bit better. That's not him. And I feel like his change, he wanted to be too radical, and the changes he wanted to implement, they sort of were so far detached from Leicester City's football club's identity that became a thing where it's like he had to go, because I heard the other day that he was fighting with Kasper Schmeichel.
Yeah,
and Peter had to come in and said, like, my son don't like the manager.
That's the player. This is the player power I'm talking about. The Schmeichels, the Vardys, they've done it to their last couple of managers.
But not everyone's Che Guevara. Like if you come down, but if the status quo is this, and you want to implement something different and you want to revolutionise it, but I'm looking at the table and I'm 13th behind Bournemouth and that. And Watford, I'm gonna be like, yo, big man, what's going on? And the Leicester board are gonna be like, yo, bro, what's going on?
I don't know, man. Okay,
I think that Leicester team is exciting. You know, the Madisons. I feel like a more adventurous and progressive manager would have fun with that.
Without a shadow of a doubt. I mean,
I don't think you suited them.
But honestly, their appointment of the new manager has to be spot on. It has to be superb.
So who would you go for?
Rafa Benitez. It's a non-question.
I'll be honest with you, it's the same thing as Puel.
He's got but he's got the money. He'll have the money. Rafa's
Let's go P.
Huh?
Let's go P.
Yeah, man.
They always spend it.
They spent like 100 last.
They got like 100 million last season.
In fairness, they got like 60 for Mahrez, but
yeah, they did get 60.
But they've always been buying though.
No, they've been buying nice and tidy.
For like 29.
They bought
collection cost a few balls.
25. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. And that's another thing. They got although they have been buying good quality, they got to improve the squad a bit more. And I
think that defense is poor, man.
The defense is poor. Yes.
Does Danny Simpson still play?
Chilwell, no, I don't think he does. The centre halves they need to sort out.
Where's Morgan?
They bought, but that's the thing. They bought like 2 centre halves.
They bought Maguire in.
No, but who?
Maguire?
No. As I said, because I remember they bought 2 centre halves on deadline day.
Yeah, they bought
but
that
they don't
Turkish
know
one.
nobody.
The Turkish
Some
one.
Turkish lad and a Serbian lad. I ain't seen them.
Everyone was chatting to me about Johnny Evans being a decent signing. Get out of here.
That's not a bad signing. It's not a bad signing.
Oh,
It's not bad.
Look, Johnny Evans is Premier
So
League
if
standard.
that's the case, then they've got 2 decent centre backs, Johnny Evans and
At Leicester
Maguire.
City,
Yeah.
they've got
That's
their
what I'm
level.
saying.
They've got their level.
So then don't tell me they need new defenders.
No, but where's
They're not
Morgan?
performing today.
No, because Morgan's still playing.
Captain Morgan can't
Captain
get a
Morgan's still there.
He's not a Premier
Do you know
League
what I'm saying? Like he can't be playing.
What's the order?
now.
They play through the back. What's going on?
Yeah,
there?
they've chopped and changed.
Against Palace, I saw Evans and I saw Maguire. But
Do you know what? I saw the defense. Do you know what is where the defending alarmed me? Yeah, was at Wolves. Do you remember at Molyneux
That
when it was going? It went 2-1, then 2-2, then 3-2, then 3-3, then 4.
That's such
And Puyol lost his mind on the touchline. He was just like, "What is going on?"
Can't lie, from then he's been a dead man walking.
Yeah.
He's been on death row since then.
And he
right,
knew
if
it.
I'm a club player,
Derby as well.
I'll be fine. Like pay me my money.
Sad thing is
I'm
though,
walking out, and I haven't ruined my reputation by taking them into the relegation.
I don't know, man. I can't see him getting another job in the Premier League.
He doesn't need to.
Where should he go though?
Back
I
home.
mean, yeah, where's he from?
Oh, not fancy. I don't know.
Like, Lille,
Why would
Lille or something.
other than the paycheck? Why would you want a job in the Premier League? These clubs are just trigger happy. Yeah,
They are. But what country isn't?
Okay, I don't know.
Maybe
I don't-
Germany's
I don't-
safest bet. But other than that,
I don't really know, but he could get a better club in Germany than he could get here. And I think the clubs here are so entitled. Like I was just saying a second ago, they believe that they should be winning. They believe that they should be the best team without giving the managers the tools to get there. It's crazy.
So, yeah,
They told
it's
Sam
crazy.
Allardyce at West Ham, you're not playing the West Ham way. What the hell is the West Ham way?
they've still been trying to find it ever since.
Bro, the only person that can say, look, blank checkbook, give me what I want is Pep Guardiola. If Pep Guardiola doesn't deliver the style, then you can sort of understand.
Then you can.
Every other manager, it's a bit like, well, there's bare variables. It's not just poor management.
I agree.
There's bare variables.
I agree.
In fact, quick
yeah.
point, one man they're mentioning to get the job is Sam Allardyce. And I want to touch on Sam Allardyce's time at Everton. Do you think he has been in his career dealt with harshly?
Absolutely.
But it's the exact same thing you said about West Ham.
Absolutely.
Everton didn't like the way he played.
Yeah, and yet when they recruited him, by the way, do you remember what Everton? Where Koeman left them? Koeman left them in the pit, where they were going down, and it was like, how could they be going down?
No.
And then he got
Before they signed Allardyce, Ashley Williams was fighting with fans in the crowd.
Yeah, I remember that.
Like,
Yeah,
let's look at where Everton really were.
No, it was at Goodison.
Goodison.
But I think it was against Leon or it was against
Was it
Atalanta.
He was swinging man in the crowd.
It was one of those two, yeah. It was
That's
one
what
of
was
those two
going on
things.
at their club.
Their club was a shambles at that point.
Come on.
And the guy took them out of the pit, right? And then gave them comfortable...
Pits of hell.
He gave them comfortable mid-table.
And
They
the
weren't
worst
having
thing is,
it.
the worst thing is, you hired him.
They weren't having it.
You hired him.
And you knew what he was about?
Because all they wanted was Marco Silva, which, by the way, again, it's another appointment that's just not working at Everton. And you're right. Some of these clubs just need to get a person with a brain. Like, there's a lot of clubs that are clueless. Like, you're...
I like Marco Silva.
I like Marco Silva, but let's just keep it a buck, bruv. It's not working, and he's not good enough at Everton at the minute, right?
Yeah.
Let's just call it what it is.
Well, you think he's in over his head? He's out of his depth.
Like I said,
because Everton are 1 point above Leicester.
Everton it's like a creased shirt. Someone just needs to iron the hell out of that thing. Just like Everton is one. I'd say Leicester's another one. Maybe Southampton needed an iron, which there's a few teams out there.
Southampton need a dry clean.
There's a few teams out there you think, how are you doing this bad? Like really? When Bournemouth are, where did you say Bournemouth were? When Bournemouth are up where they are. Every other club around them,
the top 10.
every club below them should just look at them in a disgraceful state. Like, come on, Bournemouth are getting it together.
10th, but they're only 1 point above Everton.
No, but Bournemouth are 10th. Are we forgetting who AFC Bournemouth are?
Well, they're 1 point above Everton.
Now, 10 years ago, they were like a millimetre from going bankrupt.
Bruv, Bournemouth, they're still a newly promoted side to me. They shouldn't be anywhere near the top 10. They should be still fighting for that relegation battle, and nobody would bat an eyelid about it.
These positions are so not set in stone.
They're not.
Like I just said to you, 9th to 12th is 4 points between them. Like...
Yeah, it's true. No, it's true. But you look, how are Watford, 7th, Wolves 8th? Wolves are a newly promoted side. Do you know what I'm saying? This can't be the case. But anyway, Speaking on Bournemouth, who will be playing against Arsenal on Wednesday. Arsenal getting 2-0 win over Southampton.
That's quite a nice segue.
I mean, it was comfortable. It was absolutely comfortable. It was sunny.
No, it was a 7.
I think he's done better though. I mean, by yourself, judging by your own standards.
What's that?
I think you've had better segues.
Oh. Are we talking about the segue? Jeez, I'm talking about the game here.
Oh, no, were you talking about the game? Huh?
I love that. I love when man just throws man dizzy.
I was talking about your segue.
Yeah, but Arsenal, 3 comfortable points against the Southampton, the Saints. Arsenal in the top 4.
Why are your hands out?
No, I'm just saying, innit? We're there.
Because when I said it yesterday, I said, raw, Arsenal in the top 4. You were like, why are you saying raw?
Yeah, because we've been in and around that. We've not been far away. Like, this time last year, we were about, 8 points off the top 4. Like, we were far. Do you know what I'm saying? Where Arsenal had to always...
But you're not always in the top 4.
No, but we're like
so
a point. We're like a point within. We're like a point around it.
No, but they've never been 7 points adrift or something. Mad like that.
Have they been? When was the last time Arsenal were in the top 4?
What do you mean?
Probably
I'm asking when the last time.
Like when
Oli.
Yeah, like probably in December, January time. Like I'm sure.
Cool,
Do you know what I'm saying? Like
that's a while ago still. But
no, but I'm saying we were there.
Yeah, that's
what I'm saying.
We've been taking mad L's for you to get there.
Oh, but it's not been like flipping.
You lot are 6, aren't you?
Yeah, we're level on points with you if we win our game in hand.
Well, if you're playing Spurs,
we're level.
Well,
yeah, that's not our game in hand.
What's your game in hand?
I don't know.
We still got
Brighton,
a game adrift as well.
I think it's Brighton, but yeah.
But yeah, no, I'm nice and happy. Do you know what? That was good. That was probably one of the best performances of the season. Personally, I think it was just more comfortable. It was 2-0, shut up shop, and it reminded me of the days of Highbury. You know, when you was going in the first half, the sun was out. It was a sun-kissed Emirates Stadium, if you will. And yeah, look. I was bored in the second half. I was just like,
I'm saying because
I was bored. But bruv, we got a clean sheet, right? And we won 2-0. Do you know what I'm saying? I'll take that. I'll take that. But you lot all knew that Southampton would have been hard to play against, especially Arsenal.
No, they wouldn't be hard to play against.
You drew 0-0 with them at Stamford Bridge.
I mean,
yeah, I get that.
You
drove in it.
Flipping L. We shouldn't have drawn.
It's still 3 points.
That's it. I mean, 3 points are 3 points. Maybe I shouldn't say that. The reason I'm a bit down in the dumps on Arsenal is because I just feel like you guys are going to have a disappointing end to the season. I don't think you're going to make top 4, and I don't think you're going to win the Europa League.
No,
I think that's just.
I agree with you. We won't win the Europa League, and I think it's easier to finish in the top 4 than it is to win the Europa League. Personally,
I don't think you have it.
I think we do.
I think the 2 teams beneath you are both better than you, and they're not playing at their levels.
They are better than us, but I think I'm starting to think like maybe Unai is feeling he's got his feet under the table a little bit, where he's sort of like he's looking at everything. I'm so glad he's gone back to the 4 at the back, because the 3 at the back thing was driving me nuts.
I'm glad he's gone back to putting Ozil in the team.
Well,
because he's your best player.
I mean, we could go down that road. You already know my feelings on it. He's our best player. We should be playing him every week.
Should be playing around him.
But interestingly, he hasn't played Aubameyang and Lacazette together for a few games, and we've won. Right, and do you remember at the start of the season when we were like, "Blood, play them together"? We were barking about it, and when he started doing that, we were playing a bit bad.
Did you think that's because no?
But he was playing crap formations though. We were playing like 5 defenders, Guendouzi and Torreira midfield. You know what I mean? So
no, true. But I think he knows the balance here. I think he's starting to weigh it himself. He knows that. Okay, yes, Lacazette and Aubameyang is brilliant. But when you bring one of them off the bench, it's even better. Like that, we played together.
Sounds like an injection.
Oh yeah, it's really really good. And
do you think he's got? I want to play this way.
Yeah.
And he can't. What's the term? Round pegs in square holes?
Square pegs in round holes.
Square pegs in round holes. Yeah. Do you think he's got his way he wants to play, and then Aubameyang and Lacazette are 2 good footballers who just don't really fit into his system? I
think he sees that all over the pitch. I think he thinks, I know what I want to do. I know how I want to play. I know what I want to do. But I have got the wrong shape for the puzzle here. I can't. I'm having to fit and merge a few players in, and it doesn't work. It doesn't really look too good. But I think I don't know. I'm sort of just watching him a little bit. I was very critical of Unai over the Christmas period, over the winter and whatever, because I've been fed up. I've been really, really annoyed and fed up. But at the same time, I have to take things into context over the last couple of years. We've never been this high at this point in January since we were trying to win the league in 2014. We've never had as many points as we have now. We're in the top 4, whereas usually we're like 8, 9, 10 points behind the top 4. You know, we let Arsenal go under the radar because that's what's been happening. We've been going under the radar, getting wins, and now we've crept up in the top 4. Now Chelsea play Tottenham, which is great because one of them is going to cancel each other out. We hope for a draw. Arsenal need to beat Bournemouth on Wednesday.
No,
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I said Spurs win, to be honest.
No, absolutely. I think Tottenham can be caught because
I don't think so.
Because Arsenal, I think, are about, I don't know, I think we're 7 points behind them now. If Chelsea beat them on Wednesday and Arsenal win on Wednesday, they become 4 points behind, and then we go and meet them at Wembley next week. Okay. So all of a sudden, it's like if you win that.
That maths is new.
Do you know what I'm saying?
That makes sense.
That makes sense. If you're 7 points, but I'm doubting whether you're 7 points behind them.
Yeah.
No, we are because they lost to Burnley.
So you're saying Tottenham lose to Chelsea.
Tottenham lose to Chelsea, and then Arsenal
beat them.
Arsenal have an opportunity to go 1 point behind. Is my point.
4 point, yeah.
No, because we will be 4 points by the time we play them.
And then the 1 point.
So the 1 point if we win. Do you get what I'm saying?
You're hoping for a Chelsea win on Wednesday, then I guess.
No, I'm hoping for a draw.
Yeah, but if we don't beat Tottenham, you're not catching Tottenham.
I'm not trying to chase Tottenham though. That's not my fight. My fight is the top 4. Number 4 at the minimum is what I'm after. And if Chelsea can drop points, and Man United have still got to play City, United still have to play Chelsea. No. Do they still have to play Liverpool? No, they've just done that.
We do have to play them. We played them at Old Trafford.
Dude, so Man United still have to play Chelsea, which is brilliant because you two are going to cancel each other out. Then they have to play City, which you'd think City would win. Yeah. Then Spurs have got to play.
Still got to go to the Emirates.
Oh yeah, of course they're coming to our ground in 2 weeks. So shut up. But my point is that Arsenal. What's brilliant about this situation that we've never had in such a long time is this, right? It's in Arsenal's hands. Like, we've not been able to say that for years, where we have to hope that XYZ loses 4 games and we have to win 4.
I generally think by the next time we do this podcast, it won't be in your hands anymore.
Because you think we'll lose to Tottenham?
Yeah.
Okay. And that's fair. Yeah. But it could still be in our hands though, because you lot could lose to Tottenham.
Do you know what? I'm just looking at this horrible form that Chelsea have been on for the past 2 months. 2019 has been a write-off for us completely.
Rough year.
And I'm looking at this table and I'm like, we're not even far from top 4. If we win
no, you're not. You're not at all.
We are level on points with you, and we're above United now that they've drawn. So it's like,
but can I tell you,
as bad as it's been, we can still make top 4 feasibly. It just depends on how we fare in the big games.
Do you know what's funny? After Man United and Tottenham that we play, right? Those are 2 tough games, but those are the toughest games of our season that's left, right? Because after that, if you see what our running is, it's brilliant. We've got Newcastle at home. You think 3 points? Do we agree? Everton away. 100%. Everton away. Everton are woeful. You should get 3 points there. Watford away will be tough, but we should get 3 points out there. Palace at home. Leicester away. Brighton at home.
These are winnable games.
And Burnley away. And then Wolves away. So, for me, I'm just like...
winnable games, but you guys are Arsenal, so we'll see how that pans out. Innit?
You could say that last season, but this season it's not been like, oh, you guys are Arsenal. Do you get what I'm saying? Because our defeats, yes, okay, the defeat against... Well, think about it, Oscar. If you how many defeats have we had this season? I think we've had about 6.
The defeat against Bartet, we are Arsenal.
Yeah, the defeat against Bartet.
That's Arsenal.
But we put it right. We put it right at the end. So you can complain about it.
You're supposed to. It's not home against Bartet.
Look, we've lost 6 games, right? 2 of those were to Man City. 1 of those was to Chelsea. And then the other one you could say, one was to Liverpool.
And then one was Southampton.
And then one was Southampton and who's those other jokers? We lost to
Muppets.
Some Muppets. The other
West Ham,
right?
Yeah.
So West Ham and Southampton, you say those are 2 bad defeats that Arsenal should have never lost.
No,
but guess what?
I hear what you're saying.
But guess what? Take those 2 away. The 4 we lost to, yeah, we'll lose at Anfield, sure. We'll lose at Stamford Bridge, yeah, sure.
You lose twice to see.
Yeah, you can understand that. Do you know what I'm saying? So for me, I'm like, look, when you look at the running and you look at what's ahead, Arsenal can the Europa League get out of there because just focus on the Premier League.
It's too.
Fam, I'm not trying to beat Rennes. Yeah, I'm not trying to beat Rennes and then go meet Napoli in the quarterfinal whilst trying to tackle Manchester United in the league and then lose both games. I'm not trying to do that.
You've made it sound very, very appealing, and I understand why. But I just.
But he's picturing like ACN. I'm sitting there and I'm picturing the life that Peter's projecting.
I'm telling you, bro.
I don't think it's gonna quite work out that way.
Like Billy McFarlane.
But do you think Arsenal could lose? Do you think Arsenal could lose a game that they shouldn't lose for the rest of the season?
Yeah, it's not within the realms of possibility.
No, it's not within the realms of impossibility.
But that's his point. Arsenal.
Yeah, hang on. What I'm arguing is that Arsenal have not been that Arsenal this season. We haven't been that Arsenal.
Bro, you lost to Bartet, West Ham, Southampton.
Bartet we beat. It's over 1 leg. That was over 1 leg. The Bartet defeat.
I think the Bartet one, I'm going to exclude that purely because we're talking about the Premier League at the minute.
understand why it's
We are talking about the Premier League, but the Barté one was the Barté one. The Barté one, it's like, okay, look, yeah, Chelsea. You know what I'm saying? Like Chelsea, anyway. Your defeats have been worse. Your draws
they
have been
have.
worse.
But that's my point. That's my point. You look at Manchester United. You look at Chelsea. They have had horrible spells this season.
Yeah.
Horrible.
Yeah.
Both teams are playing well below their level.
Yeah.
In terms of the points they should have by this point in the season. Yeah. Arsenal are at opportune level. You're playing how your level is.
You're disrespecting.
No,
Arsenal.
dead serious.
Disrespecting
dead
Arsenal.
serious. Adrian, am I lying? They're playing exactly.
You haven't seen the best Arsenal yet.
Yeah, what's the best Arsenal? No, we haven't.
No, we haven't. Yeah, we haven't. But the performance against Spurs and the home performance against Liverpool, that was Arsenal probably at their best. And they were great. In that
case, I think we have seen the best of Arsenal, and I think that's it. And I don't think there's another gear to go.
Well, I think
Chelsea will still get better. United will get better, and those two will be fighting.
How sure?
Spot.
Chelsea could end up sacking their manager. And that could go in arrears. Yeah, you don't know what that could do.
Of course, that could happen.
You know what I'm saying?
I think for me, the Arsenal thing is this. I think I'm going to give Emery the benefit of the doubt. I don't think he's necessarily gotten the players he wants. I don't think he's necessarily gotten been able to sort of train the players to play the way that he wants. I don't think we've quite gotten the best of Arsenal just as yet. But I'm not sure if you're not going to improve this season, though.
Do you think Arsenal make the top four, Adrian? If you were to put money on it, who is your top four? If you're putting money on
this. If I put our money on Arsenal making the top four, I'll be broke.
You're only fourth. I'm saying because we didn't play this weekend. That's why.
What do you mean? Even if you win, we're still above you on points.
Nah, because we're level, a goal difference. Yeah, you've got 2 goals above us. So
yeah. And who are you beating this week?
If we beat Brighton 3-0,
what he's forgetting is they're going to drop points against Tottenham, whilst Arsenal are going to beat Bournemouth. That's what he's forgetting.
Possibility.
That's what he's forgetting.
There's a big possibility, but we got a long way to go.
No, we do.
I don't by any means think we're going to go and beat Tottenham, but.
I'm praying for a draw. I'm praying for draws left, right, and centre when you lot all go head to head. I'm praying.
Well, fairness, Spurs haven't drawn a game all season.
And that's the thing. So they haven't drawn a game all season.
W or L.
It's all been W, and that's the thing. It's funny. They've lost more games than Arsenal, right? That's what friggin' annoys me. But
they lost like 7.
But they've got 20 wins.
Can we talk about the fact they got smacked up this weekend?
They got 20 wins and we got 16 wins. That's the difference. But yeah, they got beat at Turf Moor. By the way,
smack us down.
But the thing is, Burnley have turned it round. They've been unbeaten for like 11 games in a row now.
You're kidding me.
Like they are doing this thing, bro. And you know what's so funny? If Ernest or whoever was here, do you know what they've done and changed? Okay, yes, they reverted back to their type.
Wait, you said okay, go on.
They reverted back to their type. They've gone back to the 4-4-2 because they were playing 3 at the back. Why are managers doing 3 at the back? It's freaking annoying. Only Conte can do it and succeed because he's done it, right? But nobody else should be playing 3 at the back because it's a horrible formation.
It's like a hipster thing. Right?
It's such a hipster thing to do.
But you know, the whole league switched up when Conte done it.
I know. And then what's it called? They brought back Heaton. Tom Heaton? Tom Heaton. So Heaton's back in goal, right?
He hasn't conceded in time, innit?
And he's been superb. He's been absolutely brilliant. He's been phenomenal, right? And you're thinking to yourself, I mean, the way for me, England's number 1. I'm sorry, he is England's best. He is, bro. And he was before he was injured, bro. Let's not lie. And Nick Pope's their second best, and yet he can't even get in the squad right now.
England's second best keeper.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Better than Pickford. Pickford's overrated. Let's give it a buck. He had a hot season at Sunderland. That's it. Don't talk to me about Everton. Don't talk to me about Everton.
You know, we've got bad goalkeepers.
We do, but Heaton's decent.
Pickford saved the penalty against Colombia.
What does that mean?
That's all that matters.
You're right, it is all that matters.
Folklore.
No, he made us believe football's coming home.
He made us believe it's coming home.
I'm sorry.
No, he made us believe.
Pickford made you believe.
Well, amongst others.
He did the Ronaldo celebration after saving that penalty. Come on, what kind of belief do you need?
Anyway.
You're right. He's really someone to watch now, isn't it?
No, he's always been someone to watch. He's been a phenomenal goalkeeper since we've laid eyes on him.
Yeah.
He's been brilliant. Yeah. He's not put a foot wrong. It's just that he's a Burnley goalkeeper, so surely he can't be up there and up in the echelon. But the thing is, like, I'd sign him as a goalkeeper at Arsenal. Obviously, Leno's nice.
The thing is, when you put a player like him in a big club, then
does he
the heat really is on.
Yeah, that's
true. I call it the Ben Foster complex.
It is on.
Yeah. I didn't know if anyone would get it.
Oh,
but yeah.
Fantastic. But yeah, Spurs are, you know what? The minute they
Tottenham Spurs did top.
Listen, the minute they sniff the Premier League,
because
I was saying to Oscar not long ago, right, on Friday, the day before the game, I said to him, you know, Tottenham, in terms of the bookies, Tottenham are 20-1 to win the league, and they were 5 points behind the league leaders, and I thought this is bizarre.
And I had both of them to play.
I told you, Burnley would be a tough game for them.
I thought this is bizarre. How can it? No, but 20-1. It's like they're 10th. They're like third, 5 points off, right? And obviously City's not playing, and Liverpool are playing Man United. So Liverpool drew at United, and Spurs. You'd be tempted to put a cheeky tenner on there just because 5 points is not impossible.
Yes,
and it would have, and it could have closed to like 4 because you drew, right? So you gained a point. If Spurs had won, the gap closes to like maybe 4 points.
Liverpool are above City in the league, right?
Yeah.
And they played
the same amount of games.
Yeah.
Oh!
Yeah.
All this time I thought City had a game in hand.
No, they played Everton that week in the midweek.
We've always been a game behind.
They've always been a game behind.
So City have never been legitimately on top of us.
Liverpool are above City.
Yeah. Yes.
And that's just that. Oh my
goodness. That's why I said the result at Old Trafford weren't bad.
Okay, I see that.
It weren't bad.
Okay, I'm an idiot.
It's not bad, but it could have been better.
Could have been better, sure. It could have been better, but pick your chickens. You know what I mean? Just count your chickens, man. What's it called?
Free reign.
Oh, so the league title is still on.
This title's on.
I thought City were above and it was done.
No, because what we expected, because of United's resurgence, we thought United would beat Liverpool. Right? That's what it was.
I apologise, guys. I apologise to the listeners.
No problem, mate.
I stand with what I said.
No, fair enough. You're the fan, so you're more nervous than anyone here. You're more, I get that. I totally understand that.
On edge. I'm making wild decisions at work. Just
You've got 18 jobs in the palm of your hand.
Unbelievable. Yeah,
invested in mad shares and that.
Yeah, no, but yeah, Spurs. Yeah,
sorry, Karen. It's been a crazy week.
We've had to let go of Helen for PR.
Guys, I'm trying to get this shit back on the road. Ship is what I said. For flip's sake.
We've made that blunder before.
We've been there before.
Let's get the shit back on the road.
Ship, yeah. Anyway, Spurs, they smell the cooking, right? Once they smell what the title's cooking, they vomit. They just can't. Every single time we say, could Spurs, and then they just banana skin their way out.
Do you know what I'm talking about? It's talking about the kids, that goes home and writes bare bars, And then when it comes to the set, they're like, they try to hand him the mic, and he's like, I can't spit. He walks out of the set.
He's waiting for the reload
The
for
bars are
time.
fire. They're written down and they're fire. You can't spit.
Superb, that is superb.
You can't spit.
Man, Kane is juicing blood. Kane, that's what I'm talking about. No, on the real blood. How many seasons has he done this?
No, he was supposed to be back March the 10th.
Yes.
That's when he was supposed to resume full training. Why is he playing games in February?
How is he playing starting games and scoring goals already? The guy goes into John Cena when he's injured. Yep. This guy is juicing. I'm telling you. He's doing something. He has to be tested. He has to be. Because this is unbelievable.
Don't ever test him. It's like when Scott stand up at Triple H. You never tested Triple H. This is the FA's poster boy.
Yeah, for real. He is England's. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, he's in a new ad campaign where he's talking about mental health.
Is he? Oh, sugar.
He can't speak.
Mental health.
He actually cannot speak. Whose idea it was to give Harry Kane a voiceover role on an advert? God. Crazy. The man can't get words out of his mouth. I mean, I rate the guy as a striker. I'm not trying to diss him, but he's not the voiceover man.
I can't wait to go. I can't wait to
just
go.
Just put his face on the screen. You don't have to make him talk over the thing.
Or let the man score a header or something.
Can you imagine a Harry Kane podcast? Bloody hell.
He spits when he talks. Harry Kane. He spits when he talks. That's odd for a voiceover. At least show his face.
Yeah. No, I mean they were showing his face, but the voice was over other moving images. So it wasn't like a video.
Oh, so they did like the Serena Williams thing.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, but he was in the images. Yeah.
Right.
That's Serena Williams. It was mad.
I guess no discrimination, isn't it? It's just
and he is talking about bullying and that, so maybe I should try.
Maybe I should have tried that. I will be doing that on Saturday. But yeah, okay. Pochettino and Mike Dean. Did you not see that story?
Oh,
that was interesting.
No, did you not see the thing I retweeted?
No, what, the Brexit thing?
Yeah,
I saw that.
That wasn't Brexit. It was the Shamina Begum thing.
Oh no. Oh, okay then. That one.
No. It wasn't It wasn't a joke. It was like, so it's got Mike Dean and it's got Pochettino, right? And when they're arguing, somebody's put the subtitles.
Yeah.
So
okay,
Pochettino's arguing about her citizenship, and then Mike Dean's like, Brexit means Brexit, right?
Yeah, that's what I was. Okay, I was talking about that originally. That Brexit.
Okay.
Talking about the Brexit thing. Apparently, what's been on Twitter is that Mike Dean said, "Well, like bringing on Llorente didn't work, did it?" And that's what.
Is that what he said?
That's what Twitter says.
I believe it.
Yeah, I do.
Everything.
Because Mike Dean has to be the centre of the attention at the end of the day. And it's funny because Pochettino came to him, so this was like right on cue.
Do you know what's annoying? I don't hate Poch. I don't dislike Poch, but I hate Tottenham. So it was really funny. It was really funny.
That Argentine streak. I mean, maybe this is being discriminated, but that Argentine streak came out of him, man. When he was,
do you know what it is? It's because he started wearing all black. He's trying to be like Simeone.
Yeah. In the Champions League, he bangs out the black.
He bangs out all black, like he's going to the funeral of I don't know who. But yeah, he needs to second and seats. Your team got beaten, and I mean, it had a point. So
I had a dream, right, that Spurs did against Dortmund. Do you think that's possible?
Spurs did
against Dortmund.
I don't think Dortmund are those guys.
Do you know what though?
I don't think Dortmund are those guys. It's got nothing to do with Spurs.
But it's going over there. They're going
Spurs
to that ground.
Easily throw away a 3-0 lead. That is so Spurs.
A 3-0.
But Dortmund are not that.
Could they not, bro? I've seen PSG lose a 4-0 lead.
Yeah, but it was at the Nou Camp against Barcelona.
They were 4-0 up.
Yeah, I mean, no excuses.
I mean, Roma overturned a 3-0 defeat against Barcelona, and then overturned.
But that was thanks to Manolas, the Greek god in Rome.
Rome have risen from the ashes.
Fantastic.
The Poch and Mike Dean thing's funny. Mike Dean has been removed from the Chelsea-Tottenham game this weekend.
Oh, fantastic.
As the fourth official. He was the fourth official anyway.
Oh, okay.
But he's been removed as that. No, Mike Dean's actually a good referee.
No.
Listen, I declared it not long ago. I think he's the best in the country. It's funny. I think he's actually because you name me a better referee, and I'll tell you he's garbage.
The thing is, I don't
did you used to rate Phil Dowd?
Phil Dowd, I wasn't really there. Like
I used to like, you know, I used to like. He used to get physical with the players, used to like push them and stuff like that. Those used to put him for Liverpool versus Man United.
Do you remember Uriah Rennie?
that bald git.
The one
rubbish guy. He was just there to fill a quota.
Why is it Uriah Rennie's red cards were always circles?
I can't stand.
I didn't understand. Why are you giving what?
I can't stand the circle.
What's going on here?
I don't know.
That's not what we do.
He just tried it, didn't he?
No one's playing black.
He was an awful referee. I mean, you have one black referee, and he was awful.
He
was
Uriah.
Yeah, he was garbage.
I don't know. I was young.
He didn't last long.
I wasn't really watching refs back then.
He didn't last long. Let's put it that way. From when, what's his name? John Moss. The guy looks overweight. How can John Moss be a ref? He was refereeing for the cup final. I looked at this guy
he
like,
marshalled that game for 120 minutes.
Fair play to him.
Howard Webb was good.
Fair, but he will outrun me.
A bit iffy on the
He will clearly outrun me.
but other than that, he was fantastic.
He will clearly outrun me.
No, actually, he wasn't fantastic because he should have let a couple of things go to VAR. But you know what I mean.
Oh no.
The Hazard ball, for instance.
Yeah.
Can
we talk about Loftus-Cheek's turn and pass?
Oscar was in the field spot with that one. That hit him right in the spot.
Did it not do that for you?
No, because I'm watching Chelsea. Like I want Chelsea to lose.
It was good.
No, it was good. No, it was a
goodness.
phenomenal piece of skill. There was a cynical part of me that thought he's lucky because obviously the City defender just the midfielder has literally just sold himself. Yeah, it was so easily done that it was like, oh, you literally handed that to him. Anyway, that was just
still starting to think about it, starting to execute it.
Hater.
No, absolute. Anything else to talk about this weekend?
Outside the Premier League,
Yeah.
La Liga's back on ITV.
Oh, what's that about? What's it? Levante against Real Madrid?
And they've got that fantastic commentator.
Who? Have they?
Goal.
As in who? Have they?
No, like, as in if it's what from La Liga's stuff or from ITV? As in who was that person great for?
He was great for he's great for Italian football.
Oh!
I don't know. Sorry, not Italian football. Spanish.
Oh, you got me.
I don't know
excited.
his name. He's the Scottish guy that talks about Messi and everyone.
Jerry Armstrong.
Is it
Jerry Armstrong.
Yeah,
He's
so he
phenomenal.
does the colour commentary.
Oh, fantastic.
For the thing. So I was watching the Real Madrid game last night.
Oh,
It was a bit boring, but there was a lot of VAR controversy going on there.
Oh yeah, they're full in, aren't they?
Yeah. Benzema scored a penalty and bro, if you see the VAR that happened for that penalty, it's nuts.
No, have you seen the VAR in these other leagues? By the way, it's an absolute farce. What happens? I'm telling you, it's hilarious. In France, it's hilarious. In Italy, it's phenomenal. It's absolutely funny. Like none of them are serious decisions. You're just like, really?
I feel like we are the only sport that VAR has been such a faff to introduce. Like, I feel like when they introduce
kind of don't want to do it.
In other sports, like, you know, in rugby, they got the TMO and tennis.
They don't waste time, blood.
And, you know, American football. They do it. Like, it's a thing.
Yeah.
But it's nowhere near as big as a faff as VAR is in this football.
That's very true. That's very true. Okay, team of the week.
I could say...
By the way, a special mensch for Watford, because to get 5 at Cardiff...
I mean, that was Cardiff.
Yeah.
But
I don't give a damn.
Cardiff are tough.
Cardiff are a tough nut to crack, man. I don't know about you. I mean, they moved the fixture because Wales were playing rugby on Saturday. I mean, that's phenomenal. England lost. Oh no. Yeah, but
Six Nations. Yeah.
Oh no. Yeah, I saw the Italians giving the Irish a hard run for their money. Yeah, we're having a Six Nation. What's it called? Team of the week.
Team of the week is Crystal Palace.
I'm going Watford.
Huh? They went to Leicester and smacked 4 and got their manager sacked.
Roy Hodgson, he does what he wants. All right, fine. Is it Palace? Adrian?
But I mean, Watford's a big winner.
Burnley! No, where you not going? Burnley!
Oh, Burnley did beat
Burnley, I'm going Burnley.
Oh, yeah, of course they did.
I'm going Burnley. Yeah, Burnley it is. Goal of the week. What's the best goal of the week? Like I said, come on, lads, come on.
Oh, no, Troy Deeney's got an absolute.
Yeah, Troy.
What's the score? Deeney.
I don't know which goal it was, but the movement for that goal was naughty.
I can't like Deeney's. He's a player where I like him as a human being. You know.
Like, I bet he's cool in the ends. Like, I just bet he's
Yeah,
one of them men that you could just chill. Like, us man could just chill on a pod and just be chatting,
Yeah,
and he would just tell us bare insight about being a professional footballer.
I watched
his accent.
I watched him on 5 Live the other day,
the
other week, and he's talking about his son like smashed his iPad. So he bought his son an iPad, didn't he?
Yeah.
And his iPad lost in Angry Birds. And
Okay.
He smashed the iPad.
Yeah.
And then he said, "I'm not buying you an iPad again until you learn the value of money." And he didn't buy him an iPad again for 2 years.
Standard.
So yeah, he
Wait,
was,
my iPad because you lost the Angry Birds.
yeah, he was talking about the fact that like even though he's got bare money, he's still teaching his kids
That's good,
to
man.
value.
But I mean, this guy.
So, yeah, when you talk about him as a person,
2 years.
He's like a working class man.
He's had like 4 managers in that time.
I'm telling you.
Do you know how much money he's made a week? And you could buy one iPhone. He's sick. I respect it.
Nah, it's sick, but this guy's done hard time. He's done pen and everything.
been in
Bro.
pen, bro.
This guy's like part of the ends. Like, he's somebody who probably lives in this estate and then gets up and goes to training.
You don't know what.
Do you know what? Like, it's not even like a fancy
got
flash
the
thing.
gas. I mean,
No, I'm sure he
got the
does.
gas.
Don't get me wrong, but as in,
Obviously, he's not living like a pauper. You know.
Nah,
Watford got nice.
I'm not saying he's like in Harlesden or nothing. He's probably in Bushy, like, you know what I mean?
What, Church Roads?
Or Stanmore, you know what I mean?
What's that place that ran there that begins with O?
Oxley.
Oxley.
Right in there.
Oh, the racist area is there.
In St. Patrick's Day.
You could live there.
But yeah, no, I like a bit of the Dean. What's it called? Who is the goal? Who's the goal of the week? I'm going Lacazette. Who are you not going for?
I said
You said Deeney. Who are you going for? Deeney. Okay, Deeney gets goal of the week. Who is the player of the week?
It's a lad from the area.
Raheem Sterling. He's top of the
Well, no,
league.
that's not where I was going.
Oh, sugar. Go on.
Raheem Sterling, shout out to you, innit? You had your moment.
Big up
What are you
Raheem.
going for? Now,
I'm
Ranger?
going for Wilf Zaha.
The Wilf.
He's quite far from here.
I mean, London.
Okay.
Oh.
Alright.
The Wilf. Are you going for Wilf?
I mean, he scored twice. His team.
I would have gone for Delafeu personally.
Granit Xhaka got 2 assists.
Well, first of all,
Actually, he didn't.
No, we didn't.
No, he didn't actually. What am I talking about? No, Henrik Mkhitaryan, goal and assist.
Whoa, lads! I was skipping over Gerard Delafeu.
Actually, Delafeu was phenomenal.
what did they say?
No,
He
he was
got a
brilliant.
hat-trick.
He's got a hat trick.
Is it? Mad.
On Friday.
Mad.
Yeah, Gerard Delafeu will get player.
Speaking about Xhaka, I've heard a lot of
He
Arsenal
scored a hat
fans.
trick and got an assist.
A lot of Arsenal fans like Xhaka these days. Like, what do you think? What do you think about him? Like, apparently,
Do you know what?
Like when he's missing, like you see his impact.
Because he stopped being a tool. Because the last 2 seasons, what he was doing, he was costing us games. He was costing us chances. He was conceding goals. Like, his errors conceded goals.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? And he was getting sent off. He was doing this. He was doing that. This season, he's actually just been level-headed and been very calm doing what he does. Is he brilliant? I wouldn't say he's brilliant. Don't get me wrong. I think some Arsenal fans are a bit like, over the top with him. But I think he's just
think
been...
there's a bit of a similarity to the Paul Pogba situation at United, where not to say he's anywhere near that level of player, but Arsenal have been trying to unlock him for 2 years now, and it's like we're finally starting to see.
Do you know what? You got a good point. Do you
where-
know what's funny? I think our best formation now. I think this is our best formation, but it's 4-3-3. So you have the 3 of Guendouzi, Torreira, and Xhaka, and for some reason it seems to fit Xhaka very well because there's 2 of them now around him, sort of thing. Yeah. The thing is, what it does.
Doesn't that take Ozil out of the game?
That's the thing. What it does forward, it kind of takes you out. Like Urs, all them man there are just left sort of hanging, or Ramsey was awful on Saturday, and it just leaves sorry, Sunday. It just leaves you a bit hanging, and it's just a bit like. By the way, funny thing on
Ruben over Ramsey, go on.
What's it called? Ruben over Ramsey. What's it called? The board goes up for a substitution for Ramsey to come off. You should have seen his reaction. Like, he was gutted. Like,
I think he just wants to soak it in. All those home games at the Emirates.
Do you think so? Yeah. Do you think so, or do you think he gives a damn? He doesn't give a monkey.
I think he wants to soak it in.
You think so?
Yeah, I think he's
counting down the days.
Like, every time I leave the pitch, this could be my last game at the Emirates. It could be my last two, my last three.
We've only got 5 Premier League games left at home.
This is what I'm saying.
Season.
This is what I'm saying. He put out.
Season's going quick.
I follow him on Instagram. Don't know why. But he put out a picture saying, nice to be in the sun at the Emirates. And I'm like, right, you're really just enjoying it until you fly.
He might as well. He might as well. And there's something to fight for at Arsenal, which is good. Like, it's not like the season's boring and it's over. There's 2 things to play for. And we should go, neck and whatever it's called.
Tooth and nail.
Tooth and nail. Heel and toe was what I had in my head. But anyway, tooth and nail.
You can do that dance if you want.
Anyway, so yeah. But when he was substituted, he literally looked up in the sky and was just like, and then literally walked off.
At least he went off.
Yeah. But Lacazette almost didn't
either. In fact, did you see Henderson?
What?
Yeah, bro, I was trying to explain to Michael while he was watching this game. Henderson's moving mad. He came off the pitch now, and he's just like, he got subbed, and he just walks to the red bricks at Old Trafford, that whack stadium. But
man, just got a steep slope.
He comes back, and then Klopp grabs him. He's like, "You didn't shake my hand." Like,
yeah, shake man's hand.
Yeah, shake man's hand.
Shake man's hand, blood. You know what I'm saying?
Man's playing you despite your limitations. The least you can do is shake man's hand and buy him a pint after the game.
Exactly.
Shake his hand.
Do the honours.
But you see, and again, going back to my point about Sarri, you see Jurgen Klopp, that one little bit of defiance, that one little bit of disrespect, he's not tolerating that.
He's not having none of it.
He went to Henderson, he said, "You better shake my damn hand. I am your football manager. You better respect me."
It's the part of it that I feel so...
And it's what you
with, because you've used this example to talk about Sarri as a man.
Yeah.
But it had nothing to do with Sarri as a man. It had everything to do with Kappa being an idiot.
I know.
But Sarri's catching the corn.
Because to be honest, if you link the 2 scenarios, you do like to see it from a player. Where players are disappointed. Whereas players are disappointed to come off. They want to play, they want to fight for your club, and you love that. It's commendable even. But there's a way you act when things don't go your way. Like, you don't disrespect your manager under any circumstances.
I mean,
like, at what workplace is that acceptable?
Nowhere. I'd be fired if my manager said, "I want you to do this, scan this and send it to so and so."
No.
And I say, "No, I'm not going to do that. You're fine."
No.
I'm fine. I'm doing something else.
No!
I'd have a disciplinary with HR. That will be the end of that. The contract's over. You know what I'm saying?
That's just a formality.
That's just a formality. You know what I'm saying? Oh, it's freaking hilarious. Even Emery's got cojones to the point where he just drops Ozil as and when he feels like it. Do you know what I'm saying? As and when he feels like it. So it's making it makes Chelsea look hilarious because man, they're just literally are running their own team. It's so funny. Bare memes on Kepa, like, what's it called? Disappointing to lose his first match as manager of Chelsea Football Club in the cup final. I thought
Sam edited his Wikipedia to say playing position, manager of Chelsea Football Club. I said, yeah, I'm gonna laugh.
You lot having a bubble.
We can't come back from this. There's no way. We can't come back from
You lot have had some hilarious stories.
Because we've had so much banter these past couple of months. Everybody is ready to accept Chelsea as the banter club. Everyone. Every time I go on social media, I watch Arsenal Fan TV or the United fans.
I see about Arsenal Fan TV.
Yeah. They're like the Keystone Cops, man. These guys they're hilarious Chelsea Football Club.
Everyone's ready for us to be the banter club. And I thought, if we could just beat City here, we'll shut everyone up for a couple of weeks.
For a piece.
No one can say nothing. But then Kepa...
But what I got for Chelsea Fan TV PR though?
That man, oh god, that guy.
Can't be calling a woman that.
Wait, what?
What did he call that? Marina,
yeah.
Yeah.
Upstairs.
That's 100% Chelsea.
100%.
Mate. Shout out to them guys, isn't it?
You have to edit that out.
My guy put that on YouTube, full viewage. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure that accounts as been suspended, surely. Where are we? Who is not that guy this week?
Not that team of the week.
Who's not that team of the week?
Not that team of the week. I don't like this award.
Why?
I think
Liverpool were bad.
I think it has to go to Leicester.
No, because Leicester, it was an even game. Even you were saying it yourself. You said up to the 75th minute. Hang on. Yeah, but 75th minute into the game. Do you know what's so funny? I saw the highlights of the game. I watched the highlights of that game, right? It should have been like 1-0 to Leicester. That's how bizarre that game was.
I heard that. Apparently.
That's how bizarre that game was.
It was wild.
It should have been like Leicester should have easily won that game.
But they got smoked 4.
They did, but Cardiff 8-5 at home for the second time this season.
Going down.
They're not going down. Oh, do you know who's going down, by the way? Do you know who's slipping and sliding? Yeah? Let me find out where they are in the league.
Don't say Brighton.
Let me find out where they are in the league.
Is it Brighton?
It is Brighton and Hove Albion. I looked at their fixtures between now and the end of the season. Holy smokes! Holy smokes! Bro, they're in some dire trouble. They're going to have to pull out, like who is it? Was it Martinez at Wigan? Who pulled off that miracle where they just thought, no, Sunderland, Gus Poyet and Sunderland, they're going to have to pull out one of those this season in order to survive. Now, they're currently 16th, right? And before the weekend, I think they were up into 14th, 13th place. And I said, guys, watch Brighton. They are sliding.
What points are they on?
They have got 27 points.
How many points does 18th have?
24. It's just one win. It's just one win. I'll tell you, Brighton are gone.
When did that happen?
Listen,
because
they're
I remember
gone.
They were 9 points above Palace.
They're gone.
Palace on top of them.
No, they're gone. They're gone. Fulham and Huddersfield are down. We agree.
Forget about it.
Forget about it. I mean, Fulham conceded something like 60-something goals in the league.
Huddersfield have 11 points.
Huddersfield have 11 points.
Cardiff. How many points did Derby get?
Huh?
How many points did Derby?
11. They finished on 11.
Wow.
Yeah.
We're going off topic. Let's go
What's it called? Yeah, but Cardiff. What's it called? Cardiff I think will jump out of that situation. Brighton are gone. They're gone.
No.
They are back in the Championship.
But Brighton bought bare players
again.
They bought Bernardo. They bought what's that?
They haven't got a centre forward to save their lives.
The World Cup.
I mean, yes, they got Glenn Murray, but they ain't got a centre forward to save their lives.
You need more than Murray, man.
Oh, they need a
He's
lot.
good, but
they've got good. They're good at the back. The problem with Brighton that everyone complains about Chris Hughton, they don't attack enough. They don't score goals. So the defence is watertight.
Duffy and flipping
Dunk. Yeah,
it's a good partnership.
It's not bad.
It's a bit like Roger Johnson and Scott Dan for Birmingham all them years ago. Like for what it is, it's
Roger.
Roger Johnson fell off a cliff after that. You got relegated 4 times in a row after that.
Hilarious. All at the Midlands, wasn't it? Weirdo. Yeah, who's not that team of the week? You're going Leicester.
Leicester or Cardiff? I'd say Leicester.
That's it's harsh. It's harsh. Yeah. I guess you got to go. Leicester. It just collapsed. Do you know what I mean? I think Watford was superb. I think that's the difference. Watford was superb. Crystal Palace weren't. Okay. So yeah, I'll go Leicester. Okay. Leicester not that team of the week. Yeah. Who's not that guy of the week? I mean, this is Hall of Fame business. No, so we have to include this man into the Hall of Fame. Do you want to line this up, or should I have a look and see?
I think we can tag team is what we can.
We can tag team.
Peter, to be fair, you're quite passionate.
Yeah, you're more passionate because.
Yeah, but maybe I just make noise rather than even saying anything.
I don't want to. What's it? Crucify the guy.
He needs to go back to where
he might need. He might need crucifixion. I was going to say crucifixion. I was going to say crucifixion.
That's harsh.
I was like, rah.
Well, this man here was born on the 3rd of October 1994. Mm-hmm. You're right, he is 24 years old. Where he made his name at Athletic Bilbao, where he had 53 appearances for the club, for the Spaniard side.
What are you reading?
The Wicks.
Well, he only played 53 times for Bilbao?
Yeah.
53?
53.
You're kidding me.
And they got 74 million out of him because Bilbao, because they can only buy Basque players, what they do is they stick release clauses on all their players. So if they're going to lose a player, they have to lose that serious.
He skips bare stuff.
What, man?
Yeah. He was on loan twice.
Okay.
During his time there. Okay. So
I was thinking 53 career apps. That's kind of
mad. He still has 53 career appearances. And let's keep it a buck. Yeah. He had. Oh, you mean career appearances overall? Oh, okay. I was gonna say because when he was on loan, he wasn't at Bilbao. He was at another club.
Only had three caps for Spain.
He had 2 seasons at Athletic Bilbao.
Okay.
He only had 2 seasons there. But anyway, he has 53 appearances. He's already done half of that at Chelsea. And you know what? He's been a decent keeper. You know, he's not done really much wrong. Yes, he's had a few blunders. It's his first year. We all give him grace. He's 24 years of age. Fine. De Gea had a funny year. Won the league anyway. Or lost it. Did he win the league in his first year?
Second, I believe.
Maybe second year.
Because that would have been Fergie's last year, isn't it?
No, his first year he was shaky. He came in 2012.
That's when City won the league. City won the league.
That's when they got Pam 6-1.
Yeah.
Yes.
At home.
Yes, that is when they got Pam 6-1.
Why always me?
Yeah. But yeah, this goalkeeper here is actually a decent guy until Sunday, the 24th of February, where he took it upon himself to become Kepa FC as opposed to Chelsea FC, and done a disgraceful, a disgusting act by refusing to come off the field, which we all saw and witnessed. Do you want to tag? Because
Tag. Well,
get the hot tag.
You mentioned he's played 26 games for Chelsea.
Correct.
One of those games was as interim manager, as he decided to take control of a situation that I really had he had no part to even.
He had no right.
Think
he had no authority.
that he could.
He's not even vice captain.
He could apply jurisdiction in an arena that really is out of his depth.
It's out of his depth, Michael.
It's not his lane. He stepped into an area that really he has no qualifications, you know, to command any respect in that remit. You know, that's not his thing. He doesn't pick the players. No. He sits in goal and he tries to save all the shots that come at him, and he did well. He did well.
How's he getting cramped?
He got himself a clean.
As a goalkeeper, I said this to him yesterday. How's he getting cramp in goal?
Standing there.
Oh no, he's been injured. How's he getting cramp in goal?
Quick question, because you see when you man showed me the video,
yeah,
I thought why is his arms like that? I thought his shoulder was like dislocated.
No, my man said he was busting the cramp on the legs because he was there stretching it out.
He was on the floor giving it the leg.
Personally, it looks like he was wasting time. If I'm honest.
Yeah, he was hoping Eva Canyero was going to come out and give him a thigh massage, but it wasn't to be.
Where's she been?
Right.
Speaking of her, where did
Chelsea? Look, Mourinho got rid of her. You know, dashed her to the side.
And she won like $1 million.
Anyway,
didn't she?
speaking of Mourinho, this is a farce that would never happen under his management.
Oh, absolutely not.
It would never happen.
He would actually strip the man there.
He would have come. He would have
walked on the pitch. He would have walked on the pitch and said, "This is ridiculous. You need to get off the field."
The fact is, when your number goes up, you know your time's up. Yeah,
time is up.
We've all had opportunities where we felt like we wanted to stay on the pitch a bit longer.
Yeah.
But it's home time. Your curfew was when your curfew was. You had to pick up your jumper from the goalpost.
It's not 7
and you had to go home.
It's time to go home.
You had to go home.
When the street lights come on.
If your curfew's at 10, you don't leave at 10.
Do you know what I mean?
You leave a good time.
You leave a good time. And everyone else is going to play unless it's your ball, and then you have to take your ball home. Of course, that's the rules. Yeah.
Absolutely.
But Kepa, he wanted to take this whole game into his own accord. Absolutely. He wanted to be the star, the hero, the manager, the captain, everything all in one. And
judge, jury, and executioner.
Oh my goodness! And for him to we move on to the penalty shootout now. He's dancing in front of Aguero. He walks up to Aguero and he's shouting stuff at him. He's dancing, yeah? He's moving like Bruce Grobler.
Like Aguero doesn't score goals for a living.
Jesse do like in the
literally.
final.
Like he doesn't put the ball in the net.
You know Aguero is a millionaire because he puts the ball in the net.
That is
you
his
small
job.
boy before you could deter him. Move, man.
To be very cost more than Aguero. And then for the ball to roll under your arm and you don't even make it.
Hang your head in shame.
He must hang his head in shame for disrespecting
everything
disgrace. That football is about and everything that Chelsea manager should stand for.
Yes.
You completely revoked it by what your actions did on Sunday. And for that, Kepa Arrizabalaga Ruvelta, you're not that guy, Carl.
You are in the Hall of Fame, you piece of scum. You are God.
Out.
Mount Rushmore?
Mount Rushmore.
In the Hall of Fame. He's added. You go along with the likes of such vermin.
He turned heel on Sunday.
He turned full heel on Sunday.
That was Hulk Hogan leg drop heel.
That was like, wow. That was...
Because you know sometimes when Randy Orton goes heel, you're not too sure about it.
You're not too sure.
Yeah.
That was flipping...
It was out of the blue.
That's when Randy Orton said... Actually, let me even say what he said. It's a heel turn.
It's a big heel turn. It's absolutely, like I said, he dropped the leg.
I'm so annoyed.
But yeah,
I liked
you are absolutely
I was rooting for you. We were all rooting for you.
We're rooting for you.
Oh.
Anyway,
Tyra Banks was moving mad that day.
She wilded out.
That is my favourite interview. I'll quote it so often. Like, if you ever go through my tweets, once a month I quote that interview. Like,
I was rooting for you.
we were all rooting for you.
Learn from this.
Learn something from this.
I elevate myself.
You sit there and you act like you've heard it all before. Kappa, what a mug.
Yeah, you absolute
Oh, he should have played that.
Yeah? Yeah, that's what about. But I don't think everyone would have got the reference.
I was rooting for you.
I feel like we've got quite a diverse crowd.
Hey, mate, we got men from Holland, bro. We got the Dutch mass.
I said from Amsterdam.
From Amsterdam, for sure, yeah.
Good into wrong language.
Fixtures. That's a good time.
Yes. Hello.
Tuesday night football. Cardiff at home to Everton.
Everton, 3 points.
Cardiff.
Huddersfield. Yeah, Richarlison out of my fantasy team.
Oh no.
That man just got.
He has done nothing for me the whole year.
Blood. What did Everton do? What did Everton do on the weekend? What did Everton do on the weekend?
What?
What did Everton do on the weekend?
What did Everton do?
I don't know. I don't think they played.
Did they even play? They must have played.
No, they never played.
They probably had.
What, they had a bye?
They played City for the game in hand.
Yeah, that's
so. What? They just didn't play this week.
No, because they played on one random Tuesday.
They played them midweek. Do you remember?
Okay.
And it was like 2-0.
That's
the man had a bye.
All right. Huddersfield against Wolves.
Wolves.
Jimenez.
Yeah, Wolves.
How many goals has he got now?
I don't know.
Because there's one point in the league he had like 3 goals, but he's been whacking them in. Like,
Has he been whacking them in?
Okay, I'm going to predict he's got 10.
I mind you better not start lying to
I think
me.
he's got 10.
Do you know what? He's got 10.
He's got
10 Premier League goals.
He's got 10 Premier League goals.
He's been quietly pamming.
He's out there.
That's fantastic.
In like November, he had like 2.
No, Kane's got 15, and he feels like he's been out for half the year.
Listen, Kane is a demon.
Hey, Hazard's been on 12 pence.
when Kane sniffs golden boot in somebody else's foot,
Yeah.
he wakes up from a deep sleep. Have you seen that video on Twitter, yeah? Where the pastor rises the man from the dead.
Yeah.
He's eating pounded yam a few minutes later. When Harry Kane sniffs somebody's going to win the golden boot, his metatarsal could be split in 2. He will heal.
The healing.
He will heal.
The healing.
That anointing.
Maybe he's a
golden boot is his.
You know what? Fred might be praying for him, you know?
He might be a born-again Christian. You never know.
I think Fred prays for him. So.
Aguero's got 17 goals. Salah with 17 as well.
Aubameyang got 16.
Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang on 15 with Harry Kane. And then, like you said, Oscar, Hazard, Mane, Sterling, all on 12.
He's been on 12 since Christmas.
Remember when Mandem was saying that Hazard was going to get 30?
Oh, no.
Who said that?
Yeah, man.
Sorry.
Sorry said that.
I remember Sorry, actually, yeah.
Sorry was like, I wanted him to score 40 goals. And then he started playing for front.
Yeah, he told.
I feel like after the Cardiff game, when he bangs a hattie, I feel like...
Hazard's the best player in the league, and it's emotional.
Who?
Hazard.
He's the best player in the league?
Yeah.
No, he's not.
Wait, come on.
He's up there.
No, he's number 1. But anyway, let's move back onto the fixtures.
It's a Wolves away win, right? Okay, let's start home to Brighton.
Leicester win.
With
no manager.
That's when Brighton deserves to go down.
Leicester.
Newcastle at home to Burnley. This is on BT Sport. This is hot.
Newcastle.
Nah, man, I'm going Burnley, you know.
Newcastle.
Or I'm going for a draw. Burnley are unbeaten in 11. I can't forget that.
All good things must come to an end. Have you ever been in a bumper car where you put your foot on the pedal and all of a sudden the power cuts out? And the lights turn on. All good things must come to an end. You kind of steer the wheel.
You are killing me.
You kind of steer the wheel. It's just not turning.
What's an analogy?
You're a mug.
All good things come to an end.
Wednesday night, Arsenal take on Bournemouth.
Arsenal.
Arsenal.
I don't know why I'm thinking about that.
Osaka.
Arsenal win, yeah.
Southampton at home to Fulham. 6-pointer this is.
I don't even think it's a 6-pointer.
Is it Southampton win?
Fulham should just donate their points because they're relegated anyway.
Yeah, no, they should.
Funny enough, it'll be a draw though.
Has you ever had your team lose to a team that eventually gets relegated anyway?
We lost to Stoke. Who went down last season? Stoke, West Brom, and who else?
Swansea.
Guess what? We lost to all 3 of those last season.
Well, you lost every game.
Actually, we drew. I think we drew with West Brom. No, I think we drew with West Brom, but we lost to Stoke and.
They drew West Brom away.
Yeah, we drew with West Brom away. It was New Year's Eve. I remember we were 1-0 up, and Callum Chambers handballed the ball in the penalty area in the 89th minute.
I used to think that guy was good, you know.
Yeah, I know, what a farce.
Shambolic.
I mean, Fulham play him DM. No wonder why they conceded 60 goals.
But Fulham have so many players. I don't get, and they're all
There's
crap.
bare man, bro. They got bare man.
Andre Schürrle's doing an early retirement program.
Southampton win for me.
Okay,
He's on a 2-year loan as well, and they're going down. I don't know what he's going to do.
Full
Ryan
house.
Babel's a joke, bro.
Ryan Babel.
I saw he had pink hair now.
Why is his hair that colour? I mean, bro, I was watching him. What game did he have on the other day against West Ham? Yeah, my guy at the end of the post-match interview, he's sweating and a dye is running from his hair.
Real pug.
It's ridiculous.
Do you remember when he used to be a rapper?
He's such a clown.
Royster Drenfey.
Do you know what I find annoying? For the Dutch listeners listening in, this must be so frustrating because so many Dutch players, the talent of, they got talent till kingdom come. But bloody hell, man, they have got some, they're so ill-disciplined and they're always up to something stupid like this. Like, man's got dye running down his face. Never mind, anyway. Chelsea at home to Tottenham Hotspur. I'm going draw because it's what I want to see. Adrian.
I'm going to go Spurs.
Oh, why you went at the bridge?
I would say a draw, but I would love it if we beat them.
Love it if we beat them.
What channel did it in the Kevin Keegan day, yeah?
Yeah, why not, man?
I respect it.
Anyway, Nottingham Forest against Derby is kicking right off at the final whistle. Forest obviously 1-0 winners.
Actually getting amongst it.
Yeah.
Is this a derby, by the way?
Yeah. What? Is it a derby?
No,
yeah, it's Derby County.
I don't know where Derby is in the map. Derbyshire.
Yeah, Derby's like.
So Derby's Midlands.
Yeah.
Okay.
Literally with the I think they're like I don't know how many miles apart, and it's a Clough derby and all.
Yeah.
No, they got a cup for this game.
Well, did the dad do it as well?
Is this the Clough Cup or something like that? I think there's something strange like that. They got a cup for this game as well. So whoever wins gets the cup, gets the trophy. Anyway,
no one cares about that.
Oh no, Oscar, Chelsea against Tottenham.
I would love it if we beat them, but
Yeah.
it's a draw.
Draw, excellent. Palace against Manchester United. Oh, Palace, can you do it for me,
Bro, I've got a very interesting stat.
Go on.
In the last couple of years, who's got the most wins against the top 6 side?
Against
Outside the top 6.
All teams.
All teams. Who's got the most wins?
Yep.
Against the top 6 sides? Man City.
Fantastic. who's got the second most?
Liverpool.
Oh.
Crystal Palace.
Crystal Palace!
Oh, you're including. Okay.
Oh my god!
And when I told you that teams falter and stutter and limp,
Palace ain't beating us though. Who are they beating, blood? They're not beating us.
See, Palace is a tough
Us,
one.
the man don't beat us,
I
blood.
think it might be most points. Look, what are you talking about? They beat you, man, when you man had the meltdown.
Yeah,
3-0.
One time in like
counts?
in 60 years. Man saying he's got the most points.
Bellerin from the touchline.
You're the fit manager.
Man went to Cambridge the next day to do up flipping Aristotle.
The guy was, brother. Remember he was on the beach the next day.
Bellerin is annoying.
That was the biggest waste man thing. I like Bellerin.
I like
that Oxford thing when he tried this Arsenal fan TV, I wasn't rating.
That's an intellectual.
If you profit from Arsenal's failure, bruv, you profit from Arsenal's failure. You collect the wages when you lose.
Guys,
In fairness, there's a point, but
no, there's not a point. We could go for it.
I'm sure there's certain amount of Arsenal fan TV
Yeah.
who love it when Arsenal lose.
But they also love it when Arsenal win, because either way they get the clicks.
Do you know what it is?
Bellerin gets his check when they win or lose. So what's he talking about?
Plus, I was listening to a podcast one time where I think it's what's the podcast? Good Old Arsenal. No, Same Old Arsenal. Yeah. And Claude was on it, right? And he was saying one of the most views that they had the season of that time was when we beat Chelsea in the 3-0.
This season, when you don't beat Tottenham, they got their highest views.
There you go, blood.
Okay.
And the garbage is that, bro. One time I was watching Arsenal fan TV, there was a pre-season game in Singapore. These men were there. Pre-season.
Us man were there, blood.
They went to Dublin to watch Arsenal v Chelsea. And you're telling me these men want Arsenal to lose?
Yeah, I know.
How can you say that?
You see Ty, yeah?
Absolutely. Hey, blood, man, like Ty even at the ladies' final.
And the lady walked past him.
And the lady walked past him. How dare she?
Like,
Williamson, I think it is. Leah, show some respect.
And then he was at the Emirates the next day.
Bro, next day, Ty is everywhere.
He's a legend,
My guy.
their show is to follow Arsenal. It's not to follow the downfall of Arsenal.
Look,
you lot are just downfalling. So
yeah, see, look, they got a cup. I told you. What's it called?
That's bogus.
That's a mad team, isn't it? It's absolutely a mad team.
For one game?
what's this? The Ashes.
Yo, England are dead. There's only 2 teams in the Amber was in 2005 in primary school. They're doing a big song and dance about it. I thought, was it the Cricket World Cup? No,
I think
when we play against Australia. So we lose for all of these
Australia
years.
was kicking their butt every single
So
year.
imagine, why do Australia still accept it?
I don't know.
It's like if your little brother keeps trying to fight you,
Do you know what
big man, allow it, man.
Do you know what I deep as well? There's ashes inside that little cup.
Who's? What, Winston Churchill?
Oh, that's a bit disrespectful.
Oh, yeah.
No, it's not disrespectful. What the heck is there a trophy full of ashes for? And you call it the ashes. This is ridiculous.
Oh, whose ashes are they, though?
There's steep history. That's a long story like that. I don't get
I'm
into.
sure. I bet it's before the First World War or something. I'm sure.
Ashes.
I'm
Maybe like
sure.
Undertaker was like, why is this important right now?
Why is the Undertaker's urn in cricket? I don't understand. Oh, this is fantastic. Okay, Palace against Manchester United, guys. Come on.
United.
Okay,
Draw,
Palace.
draw.
Okay,
Draw.
Palace. Come on, Palace.
Come on, Wilf.
I've always liked Palace.
Come on,
Oh,
Wilf.
have
Come
you?
on, Palace.
Okay.
Come on, Wilf.
I've got mates from Adelaide and that. So, yeah.
No, because the Palace fans are sound blokes.
They're nice blokes, bro.
The ones who
They're
I
nice
know.
blokes.
Hey, this next fixture though. This is-
Liverpool
this
at
next
home to
fixture.
Watford.
Wait, Troy Deeney dents the title hope.
Dooney. What's the score?
Yeah.
Dooney. What's the score?
4-0 to Liverpool. That's what the score will be.
Good grief. Who are you?
What?
Who are you?
What? Who's gonna create?
What do you mean he's going to create?
Who's gonna create? But that stiff midfield of Genie and Hendo. Oh, it's not gonna be
Like
easy.
Shaqiri in the turn.
Oh, Shaq will get a start, yeah.
Oh, that's a big Shaq.
Oh, okay.
Little Shaq.
Little
This is the
Shaq.
same guy that was signed this season. isn't
More
it?
like
When he
Shake
got started
Shack,
in
bro.
games.
This guy.
Whoa, say that again, sir.
This is the same guy that you said was signing of the season when he hasn't started any games.
He's not the signing of the season, Adrian.
I-
At
That's
that point, this was time ago.
You sound like Adrian Durham. This is not. He's not the signing of the
Man wasn't
season.
even starting for Liverpool.
Yeah, but he's impacting the squad.
Oh hell no!
Of course he was starting games.
All right, Liverpool against Watford. Oscar.
After I just told you, Troy Deeney is
Troy-
dense.
What's the
you
score?
know.
Are you serious?
I'm going draw.
Come on.
This is where the title is lost.
Come
Whoa,
It's lost right here.
Steady on.
Right here. Right
Oh
here.
yeah, I forgot to shout out to Alisson for that.
For the
world class bit of goalkeeper.
Alisson Becks.
kept
Yeah.
us in the game.
I think it was a standard.
What?
What's his routine say?
Lord have
I mean,
mercy.
the ball's in his area. So it's his
Do
jurisdiction.
you know how many keepers get rounded
He
on a
came
daily
out-
basis?
He came out and he pushed it away. Well done, Alison.
Huh?
Well done, Alison.
I'm gonna lose it.
I'm gonna lose.
Did you
it.
remember what he did?
He's trolling you, man. He can't be serious.
No, he's being deadly serious.
Was it a world class save? I'm sorry, was it world class?
It was a great save.
Alright.
How dare you?
No, because he makes bare mistakes every game.
Oh, you're such a
I'm
hater.
gonna point out. Did you see him against Bayern?
I guess Bayern Munich is sus.
He kept a clean sheet there, and he's kept 15 in the league this season.
Oh no.
You can
Has
thank.
he kept the most
You can
this
thank.
Of course he has.
You can thank Virgil van Dijk for those clean sheets, mate.
Huh?
I said the
Thank
Verge.
Virgil van Dijk for those clean sheets,
okay.
except for the one that against Bayern Munich. he
I
didn't
said
play.
the
But,
Verge,
fair
you know.
Big VVD.
Big V, yeah. Alisson
What
Becker
player of the year?
has got
enough.
15.
Becker.
Yeah, bro, I
How many-
texted this morning.
Kepa's got about 12. He's still moving mad.
Kepa
got 12.
has got 11. Edison's got 12. So let's
Well,
just.
that's not all comps, is it?
The next
Europa
goalkeeper.
League
The next goalkeeper is Lloris with 9. That's woeful. Even Luka Mihailovic has got 9, which says Palace have got as many clean sheets as Spurs. Oh no.
No, but Vaughan played a couple of times, don't it?
Yeah.
What
a disgrace.
I've got a bummy one. Yeah, it was.
Okay, City at home to West Ham. Case of 6, 7.
Yeah, man, done.
2-0 City.
Done off.
Huh?
See, yeah, at the Etihad.
At the Etihad.
It'll be
Yes, West
comfy, it'll be like 2-0. But I don't think they'll blow West Ham away.
What's the moving?
Yeah, what if they play the West Ham way, though?
Huh?
What if they play the West Ham way?
West Ham way.
If it was the West Ham way,
I don't
then
even know
it could
what
be
that
3-0 to
means.
City.
Pellegrini's the manager, so I think there will be some pride there.
Yeah,
I
no,
don't think-
City will win, though.
But City will win. Let's quickly do the weekend fixtures whilst because we won't do a pod till.
Just do the big ones. Just do the big
All right.
ones.
Spurs against Arsenal, 12:30 kick-off on a Saturday.
Spurs win.
Ooh.
Arsenal
What
can't
you
win.
doing, yeah?
Wembley. Me and Michael are gonna go there. Michael's first away trip.
What club?
Huh?
What club?
Club? No. Away end, blood. What?
Oh, okay.
In the trench, fam. You know what I'm saying? On the seg. Just giving it.
Wembley's empty,
Just
bro.
hurling abuse. Huh?
Wembley's empty.
Yeah.
Quick question, what? You see the cup final, was it full?
It kind of was, but they said 81,000 reached, which means there were still 9,000
Because
short.
a couple of days before the final, I saw City appealing for tickets.
Oh, raw.
They're like, yeah, fans, we still
Give
got
us more,
tickets,
blood.
come support.
But them man
No, they were trying to flog.
Oh, trying to flog.
Yeah.
I mean, look, they're living the high life right now, man.
Them man don't live in.
Them man are living the high
Suppers
life.
when your club was born in 08.
Yeah, for real. Remember Joe? That's their striker. That Brazilian.
Remember Paul Dickov? 2 stints there, he's a legend.
Feed the goat and he will score. Short goat.
Paolo One Shot.
Sanji
High.
Oh, those are some good times.
What's his name? Ali Bernabia.
You're giving me some good times. Haaland?
Who's that?
What's the one that Roy Keane destroyed his career?
Oh, the Norwegian bloke.
Yes. I think that's his name, Haaland, isn't it?
How did Roy Keane play after that?
I don't know. He did get a ban.
But he literally ended his career. He played like 4 games after that.
It's because Haaland did it to him the year before, and he was out for a season for the rest of the season. That's when we won the league.
Keane is a scum.
Keane's ruthless. Any big games? Let's see. Bournemouth against Man City. Not that big, I guess.
Not that big. Man City win.
Man City win.
Yeah, comfortable.
Sterling late winner.
No. I feel like they're going to pipe Bournemouth still.
Very quickly. Man United, Southampton. I guess Man United win.
Well, fresh off the back of a defeat, they will react well.
Yes,
you're such a scam. Fulham at Chelsea. Or Chelsea at Fulham, rather.
That should be a routine win, but
it will be.
No.
Because of the derby.
Yeah.
No, whatever.
Ranieri.
It's Fulham. They could see their job is leaking goals. That's what they do.
Hazard should have a fun.
Their tap runs just runs.
Hazard should have fun.
We scored 5 out there.
Do they even have a Premier League defender?
I don't know.
You lot were playing FIFA Street.
Oh, God.
I used to think Alfie Mawson was decent.
We actually play FIFA Street at their ground, so you can do bits. And the big one, Everton at home to Liverpool.
Tough.
Oh, another drop points for Liverpool. I think they're drop in the derby.
Everton fans would sell
we'll
their
beat them.
for 3 points.
Everton are crap. We'll beat them, man.
Everton will sell. Do you know what they will sell?
They'll give their kids. They'll give their kids into bondage for those 3 points. That's what I've done. Hey, it's looking tough for you guys, man. Jeez.
I'll be honest with you. I feel like I say this all the time, but if we're still on the top after this run of games, I'll be very, very impressed.
You'll be impressed, but with Watford and Everton to come,
and then United as well. But we've cleared that hurdle.
Yeah.
No, but I think we'll beat Watford. I think we'll beat Everton.
I don't think you'll do too bad, my friend. But yeah, that sums up this week's Top 4 podcast. We are back after the FA Cup break, was it? It wasn't even international. International break is coming up soon, though, so...
yeah, because I heard Spurs are going to have like a 3-week break.
Yeah, someone's going to like friggin' Mauritius. There's a club that's going, literally getting out of here.
Liverpool was at Marbella the other day. I saw Virgil van Dijk finding a bag with no helmet. Come around the bend. I just want to be careful.
This guy's a rebel, man.
Rebel Rosa. £75 million worth of defender, man with no helmet.
Absolutely renegade.
Bro, I know knee pads either.
Oh, what a bug.
Lawless. He's loyal to himself.
That sums up this week's Top 4 podcast. Make sure you share, like, and subscribe. Catch us on the Twitter, SoundCloud, YouTube. Where else are we? Are we anywhere else? That's it. That's where we are. But yeah.
Everywhere podcasts are available. iTunes.
Yes.
If you're on Android, then you got Podcast Addict and all them things.
Oh, are we on Spotify?
No, we're not.
Oh no. We could be on Spotify soon.
We should be.
It depends. If they can give us that bag, then you know.
You know how we do.
But yeah, so make sure you tune in next week where Arsenal will be in the top 4. Good night.
You're in the top 4 now.
Yeah, next week we'll be in the top 4.
So the remainder.
Guess what? Beating Spurs.
Oh, mate, I can't wait for this.
Get it in there. Get it in there. All right. Peace.